You guys finished up things at your new brothel. We'll say that another day has passed, so you guys get 20 more gold. Do you guys have like a joint checking account, or how you keeping track of this brothel gold? Is it kept at the brothel?
What the heck?
I'm just gonna add it to my actual gold.
Oh,
and then give
you're
to
adding
whoever
it
needs
directly to your gold, huh?
Yeah.
No, he's not.
That's how
No,
dumb it
because
is.
that gold is.
That's party
we
gold.
decided that the gold is gonna be used to keep the place running.
Can I roll to try to nab 2 coins from that lot? Say
Prob-
they had a slow week.
Probably
We're not even there
not.
anymore.
Yeah, you're not at the brothel. I would assume, based on what you guys were talking about and what you planned, the manager there keeps track of the gold, and she likes you guys and trusts you guys, so she would do with it what you say.
That's a mistake.
I enjoy that idea.
Where do I see my gold on? Oh, never mind. I got it.
I don't know. I don't think it's a mistake. They saved her from a demon and then also a giant spider demon. So she's she's
she
pretty.
doesn't even
Sure,
know
was
that.
demon
She
done.
doesn't know you're the one that caused the spider demon to show up. So it's even better.
Yes, so currently you are in a pub in the city Akernon, if I can ever say that correctly. And
Acronym.
on this mark here, the black circle is the pub. The red circle is the scholar school, where you talked to those people. And you did obtain a map of the city, so you know where you know where a lot of stuff is now. And then you are currently in the pub, and you guys stayed the night here in this pub. Here you go, EG. I got you a picture of the pub.
Hey, hello, pub.
So you can see the pub now, right? Everyone's on the pub scene.
Yeah, we're on the pub page. Can you remind us what time of day it is?
So you guys, well, I mean, we didn't really continue after that, but you were offered a room. I mean, I assume you accept, but we can leave off from there if you want, or if you accept and go to sleep, then it's just morning when you wake up and you're in your rooms in the pub upstairs.
Okay, who we were offered a room from who? The scholars or the barkeep?
The scholars paid for it.
Okay, great. Yeah, I glad I don't know if we established that, but yeah, I'll accept that from the scholars. And and yeah, so I guess if no one else wants to do anything, we could just sleep for the night.
Yeah, I think sleep works.
Yeah.
we
Real
take a
quick,
long rest?
who was that scholar that was a right prick to me?
The one that you guys didn't like
Was it
is
Henry or Frank or Harold?
Henry.
I'm Henry.
Henry? Oh, Henry, that's right. Henry.
You guys did not like Henry.
What a dick.
The other one, his name is Belarius, and you guys liked
wait, my
him.
notes. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I feel like you guys need a scribe.
Valerius and Henry, yeah, I have that.
Cool.
And the last thing that I heard, because I wasn't paying attention to all of it, was not me. Void wasn't paying attention to all of it. Was that there was a seedy underground in the city, and there was an interesting library that we wanted.
Yeah. Yep. So yeah, if you accept the rooms and went to sleep, then it's just morning and you're in the pub.
Sounds good.
Great. I personally am interested in the School of Magics of Dormammu. So if anyone would like to join us in the School of Magics, or what would everyone like to do? Yeah.
So, can I ask you, Cole, a question as the DM?
Uh-huh.
What is there to do in this city, at least that our characters know about? Because I was caught up a little bit, but...
Yeah, so actual information that you have, you know that the town is run by some sort of council, and you know about the School of Dormammu. You were invited there which is a very high honorable invite. Not many people just get invited there. The pub you are currently in is super nice. They have great food. And there is a seedy underground somewhere around the town, but you don't know exactly where. It's not exactly something marked on the map. But you do have a map, so you can always ask what you see on the map.
Is anyone else interested in finding more about the council, or are we just interested in the School of Magic?
I personally am interested in the School of Magic. We don't really have another task yet,
Yeah.
so that's my goal. I just want to go check out the School of Magic.
Wait, didn't we have? And this is to the DM. What was the name of the demon we're supposed to be in? That's supposed to be in this town?
You don't have a name yet. You just know that there's.
Oh, we didn't get a name. Oh, that's right. The parchment we had the town name, but it didn't have the person's name, right?
Yep.
Okay, that's right. So I'll come back to me slowly.
I mean, we'll probably find out about it if we go to the School of Magic.
I'm sure we'll stumble upon some clues of what's going on.
Well,
Yeah, so what's the course of action? You want to go to the School of Magic?
Indeed, my fine fellow little friend. I would very much like to go.
I believe it is. I believe we're going on a field trip. Wait, it's still the same night, right? Or is this the morning?
This
No,
is the
this
morning.
is us waking up the next morning.
Okay, this is us waking up the next morning. All right. I'm gonna be rubbing my ass cheeks because it still hurts a little bit.
All right.
Mhm.
So you guys wake up in the morning, have some free continental breakfast, whatever.
Indeed, we do. That is right.
You start to walk through town afterwards, and it's just much of the same. It's a really nice town, really nicely dressed people. What kind of clothing are each of you wearing? I know Toma probably has
yeah.
nice clothes, right?
Yeah,
You know, that's a good point. I
I
think.
have fine clothes.
Okay. All right.
You know what?
Go ahead.
Sorry. I just can I before I head it down, I'm gonna use one of the plethora of cantrips I have as a warlock. Actually, it's my Eldritch invocation. Can I? I'm gonna cast Disguise Self, and I'm going to have like not like nicer clothes. Probably the clothes I have isn't that great. Like it's not bad, but it definitely does not match to the level that this town probably is as far as like finesse and just you know what's the word? Niceties, I guess. I don't know. I can't think of words. So I'm going to disguise myself. And I'm going to similar to what was it? Henry?
Yeah.
Like if I was like Henry's like second cousin twice removed, same level of douchebaggery look, but you know, somewhat similar to that, and then I'm gonna add just like kind of a well kept beard, and then that's what I'm gonna.
Okay.
that's what I'm gonna do.
So, question for you: Is
Mhm.
disguise self considered magic, or is it more of like a? It has to be magic, right? Because you're altering. Yeah, you're altering your appearance, not just your. You're not putting on like mustache and glasses.
No. It's an I'm altering my appearance, but it is very much magic.
Okay. So where do you do this exactly?
This would have been at the inn before I walked down.
Okay. Cool. All right. And what about Void and Joel? What are you guys wearing?
Joel?
Robes over my armor.
Okay.
I'm gonna be as I was when I met Henry and Hilarious. Chainmail, the rapiers on my side. I will have
Oh,
my
shoot.
astral-looking owl perched on my shoulder as I walk, as well.
You have an owl?
Yep.
Yeah, we were. Oh wait, were you in the session?
You have a fucking owl?
Yeah,
Excuse me?
I cast spells. He's a familiar.
That's sick.
Yeah, he only has 1 hit point, but I can
Oh.
recast him if he dies.
That's sad.
It's okay.
Yeah. But
So
that's cool. I don't know.
as you guys are walking through, people don't really give you like second looks too much. You guys are just fine getting through town.
What do you mean? We're all very handsome individuals. We should all be getting second looks.
Well, of
Yes,
course.
Thomas chiseled jawline.
I mean, the ladies and the gentlemen are definitely looking at you that way. I'm just saying you don't look like gutter trash, so no one's judging you.
Hey Cole, can I change something real quick? I'm sorry, I'm an idiot.
Yes.
I forgot, for whatever stupid reason, I forgot that we are going to this place, and the guys already see me as an old man, so I'm just gonna disguise myself as the old man they saw the night before.
Okay, that's fine.
Might be.
But in this town, they actually hate old people, and they
You know
send
what?
them to an island.
You know. Oh wait, I want to pull him aside. I was like, you know what would be a good for your disguise if you ever caught again. Just tell people you're actually a changeling, and you are an individual that likes to take on many different faces than his
What
own.
if they're racist towards changelings, though?
Then
Yeah,
we
I
kill
feel
them.
I'm a little bit concerned of the implications that a changeling might have.
Yeah, aren't they like
I
not so great?
Yeah, I feel like I appreciate your advice, and I will be taken under advisement, most definitely. But my concern is it might bring more attention than I would care for.
Indeed. Okay. Hide in the shadows, my friend. We will be ready.
All right. So walking through town, you're getting about halfway there. Nice buildings, nice looking people. There's guards everywhere, of course. Watchtowers placed throughout. Pretty heavily guarded city as far as you can tell. And you get there, and there's no one out front of the school. No one to let you in. Big door with the insignia on it, and you just kind of stand there and don't know what to do. And before you think for too long, the door just opens for you, and y'all walk into kind of like a little entry room that has a desk here, and Henry's sitting at the desk.
Excuse me. Hello.
Oh, it's you guys. What do you want?
Wait, Henry loves me. Okay.
Yeah, didn't he like have a freaking boner for?
Actually,
for
both of them loved
Void?
me.
No,
Both of them.
that was Belarius. Henry is
It was
just
oh,
Henry
okay,
is
so Henry's
yeah. Henry's just always like meh.
all right.
Well, at least he's not an asshole to everyone, or at least he's an asshole to everyone. Not just me.
Why does he hate me? What did I do?
Is he an asshole or is he just a melancholy kind of person?
Hey,
I don't
okay.
know.
Well, he came across as an asshole a little bit last night. Just-
He just gave his name.
All
How he just how was I don't know. It's okay. All right. Blah, blah, blah. Good day. Henry, was it? I believe your name was.
Yes, that's me.
Ah, good. We were actually looking for Valerius if he's in. Today.
Yes. He just motions up the spiral staircase.
Ah, great. Thank you. I will take my leave. I will go up the staircase.
He just continues working on everything on his desk, not really paying any mind.
Good.
I'm just gonna. Can I just kind of go up to him casually and ask him what he's doing?
Yeah, you
But I'm gonna
can.
put on like my innocent girl voice. Okay.
Okay, go
what
ahead.
you doing?
I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna keep an eye on this individual.
Just working. What are you doing?
Asking you.
Hmm, how invigorating.
Is like that's it? There's nothing else you're doing?
I'm just doing daily scholarly things. This is what I do every day.
I'm just doing daily scholarly things.
Hey, shh. Don't you? Doesn't that get boring?
Yes, it does.
Why are you still doing it then, man?
This is my life.
Why do you sound like Squidward?
I wish I sounded like
Oh,
Squidward.
Ha 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 ha.
I mean, you can roll or see or whatever you want to see what's on the desk
mean,
if you really
I'm
want.
not suspicious or anything. I just wanted to see like if there's anything besides him being like, "Oh, my life sucks."
That's Henry.
That's it?
Yeah, are you rolling anything or are you just
No,
asking?
no. All right, bye, Henry.
All
Bye,
right.
Felicia.
Have fun.
Fucker.
All right, as she leaves, I continue up the stairs.
As Lady Toma like was saying, it's like, see, I told you he was an asshole.
I heard
Crisis
that.
averted.
Christ, was so bird.
All right, so you continue up the stairs, really long and windy. Everything is pristine, and then you kind of open up into. It's not like the main dining hall, but it's like this nice little kind of, meeting area. Maybe have some good lunch here. Got some nice seating, and Belarius is sitting at the end of the table. Oh, welcome, guys! Welcome back. How are you?
Ah, Valerius, it is so good to see you today. How are you doing this fine morning?
Oh, well, I'm better now that I see you.
Oh my
Damn.
god.
I'm gonna be like, good day, and I'm gonna bow and be like, oh god, and then just use my staff to like help me straighten up again. Yeah.
You guys brought your grandpa. That's cute.
Ah, yes, we usually don't go without him. We have to take care of him, change his diaper every once in a while.
Oh god.
What can I do for you today? What are you in need of?
Um, I was actually interested in taking a look at what goes on at this school of magic.
Well, magic,
I'm
of
rather
course.
Oh, of course, yes, magic. I'm just curious about is how do things work around here?
All right. Well, on any given day, we have a special person you can say that specializes in every type of magic you can think of. Me, myself, I'm actually a necromancer.
Oh,
That's cute.
intriguing. Yes.
Bringing people back from the dead. I'm sure it's not a pretty picture.
Hmm. Well, you gotta be careful, that's for sure.
Indeed, it would be.
I thought necromancy was supposed to be a little taboo.
Hmm. This is a school of magic, full of all magic.
Where's the local water supply?
Oh god.
Is that a serious question?
Yes.
Did I ask it?
I mean, you did. That is true. Well, you see, here in this town, we have a very advanced water system, and nobody can access it, not even myself. Only the council.
All right, time to speak to the council.
Speak to the council. You can't just get a meeting with the council just like that, silly.
Why
Don't
not?
underestimate me. I'm Joel Oldstein.
I have connections, man.
I'm sure you do, but this council, they're very secretive. I've never even seen them myself, and I'm a scholar.
This council sounds like they
Wow.
just having orgies.
I mean, they could be.
Hmm.
Do they not have like a
Interesting.
building or anything?
Not that I know of. They don't tell us where they council at.
So how do they make decisions?
They put out word.
So couldn't anyone put out word?
No, they have a very intricate system.
Could you
Okay,
explain
we'll
it to me?
explain the system.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, of course. So you see, the council meets, and I think probably they have the meeting location change every time, I would assume. And then when they make a decision, they put it down through the government, and the government has a special paper system that has a special seal, and it gets delivered to each of the areas of town. Say the pub needs to change their menu, then they get this piece of paper to change their menu. Say the school needs to start studying something specific, then we just get this order. They're very fancy specific orders, I guess you could say. Maybe even magic paper, probably, definitely.
Okay, where's your government building located at?
Oh, it's about southwest of here. It's a nice pearly building. You can't miss it.
Okay.
Is there a reason you guys came here specifically, or did you just come to ask me about government?
About government.
No.
Well, you see, Toma's writing a report on the different kinds of government, and so we just needed some information.
Oh, what are you studying, little one?
All right. Don't call me little.
You are but a
And
child,
I-
yes?
I hate this guy.
We all are just slowly hating people in this town.
I am a child, you could say, but I am a young lady. And
Oh,
I'm
I'm
a
sorry.
very important descent.
I'll be right back.
He walks over to Void's character and just like elbows him in the side and winks a little.
Gonna kill him.
So
I'm gonna kill him.
Ooh, that's a way to end the campaign 20 minutes in. So we'll wait a second for EG to come back in because he's kind of integral to this part. What an asshole leaving. Hello,
How dare
chat. What's up, Lucid? What's up, Kunker? How's everybody doing today? Okay. So, you guys can take this opportunity to look around the room. That's probably a good thing to do.
I
Yeah, can
would
I,
proceed to look around the room.
Cool.
Is there I'm gonna try to. I would like to see what he's like. He's on a desk, right?
He's on a table.
He's on a table. Okay, can
Yeah.
I look at without like causing any suspicion? Can I just see if I can like look at what's on the table and see if there's any important documents that I can maybe possibly read?
Yeah, go ahead and roll a perception.
I
And
still want to talk to him after everyone's doing their thing.
yeah, we were waiting for you because you left when Valerius was going to talk to you.
Oh,
That's
my bad.
great. Natural 1 plus 2.
It's a
Wait,
natural one. It doesn't matter.
All right, so
My first roll of the game.
so the old man starts trying to look at stuff on the table, and he forgot his glasses in his disguise kit. And he gets like really close to whatever Belarius was doing, and he slips and slams his head on the table, and then he reacts and says,
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna just like rub my head. I can't even see where I'm going these days.
Belarius just chuckles a little bit and then turns back to Void and is like, so, is there a purpose you came here for? How can I help you guys?
This is more of a personal thing. I was just, once you mentioned there was a school of magic, I thought it was very interesting to come here. And I'm gonna sit down at the table next to him and kind of like I'm gonna let my owl fly off and around the area we're in, just to keep watch of like where we are. So he's just gonna do like owl things, but like keep his eyes on things.
Well,
I'm gonna talk to you see, I am a man of the blade and steel, and I'm gonna kind of like knock on my chainmail shirt. But I do dabble in self studies of magic and that and another. It seems my abilities are not up to par, for I am self-taught, and the studies of magical incantations is not very easy for me. I was wondering what you guys maybe have in this establishment. Maybe a tome for teaching, or a maybe any artifacts we can procure from you.
Oh, so you came for the library, is what you're saying.
Possibly yes, if the library may have something that can aid me in my arcane endeavors.
Oh, well, you guys should have said that when you first came. Of course you can use our library.
Well, that is very interesting. What kind of things may I get from this library? For I am searching for I have very general knowledge of things. I'm wondering if maybe you can point me in a direction.
Well, are you looking for a specific type of magic, or are you just looking for information about the town? What are you looking for?
It would be nice to procure an artifact of magical means. Maybe a type of spell book that can cast spells in its own right, or
Oh.
uh, or maybe some general knowledge about some of the magics and wonders of this world. Things of that such.
Oh. No, no, we're not allowed to actually have magical items in here, just information.
I see. I see.
You see, we're actually not allowed to cast magic in the city.
What?
I'm sorry. I'm so terribly sorry. My bad.
Do you need a glass of water?
No, I'll be fine. I'll just like hunch over with my staff and just like look at I'm gonna look at shoot who is it? I'm just like look at Toma and just like give her like this like Hofa look.
So I'm gonna chime back in. So what happens if you do cast magic in the city?
Well, you'll set all the alarms off, of course, silly.
I'm sorry, I have to go to the ladies' room. Grandpa, come with me.
Yes, Terry.
Do you need to know where it is?
Yes, please.
Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're going to head down the hall, and you're gonna see 3 suits of armor. On the 4th suit of armor, you're gonna turn left, and then you'll see some tapestries. At the picture of the old fat lady, you're gonna turn right, and then it'll be about 20 steps, and it'll be right on your left.
Okay, what kind of Hogwarts castle is this?
Why is there so many turns? Okay, so can me and Kalik just do that?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna. Shit, can I do anything that'll?
So as we're walking, I don't know if it would be perception or what, Cole, but I want to see if I can figure out like if as we're going through this path, if there's anything that's going to set off an alarm.
Yeah. Is there any danger? Like, can I roll too?
Yeah, go ahead and roll Arcana, right?
Okay.
Okay.
That sounds about right.
Where'd that fucking go?
19 plus 2, so
11 plus 3, 14.
now we're talking.
All right, so Mr. Old Man takes a look, and he's looking around as you guys are walking, and somehow, maybe by some divine or ungodly or unholy intervention, he has information and sees that they actually inside the school have magic dampeners, so that any magic cast within the building does not go out of it. That makes sense.
But he
to you.
didn't cast it in the building.
What are you talking about?
So the disguise self that I have is not.
Had it on.
So it's just like it's just magic. Like you can't just stand there and incantate and could do an incantation.
Mhm.
If you walk in the city with magic already casted,
Yeah.
like a lasting duration, like you're okay.
Yep.
Because I walk through the streets with my owl, which is obviously not an actual owl. It's like a clear, like celestially looking owl.
So, if you remember, I specifically asked you where you did your disguise self. So that's a little tidbit of information for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is also so I guess the alarms only go off if someone sees it or is apparent to it. Like
Possibly.
Well, I'm sure it's like an everywhere thing. Like if they detect magic, they'll know the general location.
So
well,
what?
it's not. They're not They're not seeking active magic. It's just the casting of magic.
Yeah. So what you learn from your Arcana check is they do cast magic inside the school, but they're not supposed to. But they have a way to not be detected.
They have a way of not be detected.
Yep, within the building. That's the dampeners that you noticed.
So what I'm hearing is I should go outside and cast fireball into the air.
Do it. You can try.
Okay. I'm a little less worried, but I'm just gonna as we're going through, I'm just gonna keep my eye out and see if there's anything gonna cause any problems.
Cool.
Well, surely there's got to be a room then where they cast magic.
We walk into the bathroom and sets it off.
No, everyone in the bathroom is just magic vaping.
They're having
taking the mana out of the air and there's
throwing some sick clouds.
Yeah. Doing like mana circles, like, hey, look what I can do.
No, so what you notice is they're everywhere on your way. So you can assume that they have them all over inside the school.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't really need to go to the ladies' room, do you? Like, if we're safe, can't we go back?
Yeah, I think we'll be just fine.
Okay.
We
should
can...
actually. I want to. You said there's people casting magic around the school, right?
Not that you've noticed.
Oh, okay.
You just assume by what you saw that they do, because they have a precaution in place so that they don't get detected. Can't wizards just make their poop disappear?
Yeah, I just saw that too.
I mean, I'm saying yes. So
they can if you're fucking.
You have to be level 9 at
J.K.
least,
Rowling and.
What's that? There's a spell that's like specifically used to clean stuff. What the hell is it called?
Prestidigitation.
Yeah, so they just prestidigitate it away.
Yeah, you can prestidigitate it yeah. Like if you that's like one of the best spells in the game, just saying, by the way. Like if your character falls into a pit of like shit and debris, all you gotta do is like climb out and prestidigitation yourself from like top down, and then you're just sparkly clean. And it's fucking great.
Interesting.
Yep.
And I assume these people wouldn't.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No. I assume people wouldn't answer us like, "Hey, why can you cast magic in the school?"
People in the hall wouldn't because they have no idea what the hell you're doing. But
yeah, they'd be suspicious.
Someone else might.
There's people in the hall.
Let's go ask the fucking asshole. Let's go.
Henry.
Okay.
We should run up to the people in the hall and be like, "We're looking for a young child with a lightning bolt scar."
Oh god. All right, so split group here. What is the rest of the group doing while these two are heading to the bathroom?
Who's the rest? Okay, the rest of the group. All right. So since he said we can use his library, can I look for information about, like, let's say any magical artifacts in the world, or like in our region at least?
Yeah. So you're heading to the library, is what you're saying?
Yeah, I'm looking for the library. I want to do some research.
Okay. And what about Joel?
I have no fucking idea. I didn't want to come here in the first place.
So you're going to the library?
I guess so.
All right. So these two start heading to the library while you're heading to the bathroom. The two make it to the library, of course. It is extremely vast, and there seems to be no Dewey Decimal System or any of that. No signs, nothing. There's clutter everywhere. There's suits of armor just standing. There's tables where people have left books out and notes scribbled. I mean, it basically looks like a bunch of disorderly scholars just spend a shit ton of time in here. So you're searching for information on magic items, right?
Yeah. Or not just like regular magic items, but like magical artifacts. So like let's say a magic item is like a +1 rapier, but I'm thinking like a magical artifact.
Okay.
Like a +3 like a wish blade or something.
Okay. So I'll let you choose how you decide to go about it, but either roll a history or roll a perception.
Well, I have a really good history roll.
And Joel, is there anything you want to look for in the library?
I want to look for 2 books. I want to look for a book on Nurgle, and I want to look for a book that might contain some new like necromancy spells.
All right. So same to you, history or perception?
Just a thought.
Uh-huh.
Wouldn't history be more of like I'm recalling personal information that I know?
Sure would.
Okay. And so in this case, I'm looking for stuff. So wouldn't I want to do like an investigation check or something like that?
So you would use history to see if you recognize any book names, while you're searching through everything, so you could see the book and be like, oh shit, grab this one. If you want to trade perception for investigation, I feel like that's fair. So we can say investigation or history.
Why don't I do like a both? Like I do an investigation to look for the name and a history to try and remember the name.
Sure.
All right, cool. No, this doesn't help my rolls at all. I just want to I just want to like establish like certain things.
Yeah.
They're both shitty. So far investigation is going to be 10. And history is going to be 17.
All right. Go ahead, Joel, with yours first.
I rolled a 21.
All right. Okay. So you basically rolled to see how long it takes you to find these. I assume, since you guys don't have anything else pressing, that you search until you find what you're looking for. Is that safe to say?
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Okay. Cool. So while you guys are searching for a moment, what are you doing, Chan and Mars?
I actually want to go back to Henry.
You're gonna go back to Henry.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
I like him better than the other guy.
Why exactly are we going back to Henry?
I just don't like the other guy.
Do you like anybody? I thought you didn't like Henry.
I like him better than.
She likes him because he's depressing.
Yes. Toma's.
He's edgy like her.
That's Toma's turn on. She wants the edgy, depressed kid.
Oh, she have a crush on Henry.
Oh.
Oh, is it her first crush?
I don't know why I'm getting embarrassed.
Embracing your inner Toma.
For real, I was like, shut up. I don't like Henry.
Shut up. You like Henry.
You're about to flirt with Cole. Just be ready.
I'm always ready for that.
Henry doesn't flirt. That's hilarious.
Well, no, like he can flirt, and then Henry can just be a stone wall.
True. All right, so both of you are going to Henry, or is Mars doing something else?
I just for like safety, because I feel like Toma might do something. Who knows? I don't know. I'll go with Toma. I ideally, I would like to go to the library with everybody else because I would be interested in looking at some stuff up. But I just want to make sure she's okay.
Okay, wait. I don't. Just heads up. I don't want to walk into the room. I want to stealth into the room and then scare him.
Oh.
All right, go ahead and attempt it. And what are you gonna do with this old man that is also following you?
He just staggers behind me.
All right.
Okay.
All
right.
Going as a distraction.
Go ahead.
I don't know. All right. Fuck. Just give me a second. I'm trying to remember how to play the game. Okay.
Where do you start your stealth? Do you start it where you at now, or do you start it past Valerius?
Doesn't matter.
Yes, it does.
Well, all right.
Somehow something totally matters.
I guess I'll do it past him.
Okay, so at the top of the spiral staircase out of Valerius's eye, you guys are both standing there. Go ahead, Chan, and roll a stealth.
That's a. Oh my god. 5 plus 7 is 12.
Okay.
If
All
there's
right.
no one around, can I just try again?
Well, actually, if we're gonna go past Belarius, can I go into the room and talk to him and ask him where everybody else out? Because I'm assuming I didn't.
Yeah.
don't
Do you just ask him kind of like in passing as you're walking?
No, because I'm assuming Tom. I know what Tom was trying to do, so it's information slash also distracting him.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
So
Yeah. Go ahead.
and so I'll just like point. It's like, excuse me, have you seen my grandsons?
Oh yes, they went to the library.
The library, yes. Expand the old cranium. Where's the library? If you could point that out to me, that'd be great.
Oh, of course. It's just up the stairs to the left, and you'll see it. It's massive. It's a great
Up the
library.
stairs to the left. All right. I'll get these wee old bones working again. Thank you. And then I'll just take that time talking so that she can, stealth advantage or whatever.
Do I have to try again?
I'll give you one more try.
How the fuck? I rolled a 4 this time, so bad luck. Whatever. I'll just miserably give up and walk towards Henry.
So you start trying to be sneaky, and good old Kalik is right behind you. Now, question for Kalik: do you even try to stealth?
Do I?
Do you try to stealth?
No, I don't see any reason to. I honestly don't know why she's doing it. But no, I'm just getting with my cane.
Okay, so you guys start walking down the stairs, and Toma is trying to stealth sneakily, and Kalik's just behind every step, like this,
with my cane.
with the cane. And they get to the bottom. Do you still attempt to scare Henry?
Sure.
And you just jump, ah! And he just says, "What do you want?"
So can you pull up his room again? All right, thank you. I'm going to. Is there another chair on the other side of that desk where he's sitting? Like, is he sitting back to the fireplace or back towards the door?
No, where the chair is.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go up to him and kind of just jump on his table, like sitting down.
You're going to what?
Jump on the table, but like sitting down. You know, like when you jump on a counter, you don't like box jump onto it. You like sit down on it.
Yeah, alright.
Kind of
Okay.
like put your hands up on it and you vault yourself up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
All right. So I'm sitting there and I'm gonna look at him. I'm like, hey, I heard there was, the city doesn't allow magic, but I heard, you guys still cast magic anyways. How? Like, how do you do it?
Who told you we cast magic?
Nobody.
Then we don't cast magic.
Okay, it was Belarus or whatever his name was.
Valerius would never tell you that.
He did. I swear.
Valerius!
No, don't call him. Don't call him.
All right, so in the middle of this, so Joel, you find a book on Nurgle pretty quickly, and it's the history and kind of theories, kind of like written like a Bible, I guess. Got a bunch of old stories and things that may or may not have happened. And
How many people are in the library?
for some weird reason, it's just you two right now.
Cool, then I'm gonna slip this into my bag.
All right. And then what was the other book you're looking for?
Book with like necromantic spells.
Cool. You're still searching for that one next, and then Void is still kind of looking. You found a small book that kind of talks about magical items, but it's like a really dumbed down book, and it's not really what you're looking for, so you're still searching.
Is it like a children's book?
Basically, it's like magical items for dummies. All right, so back in the foyer, Henry, calls out for Belarius, but is not loud enough because he doesn't give anything oomph. And he just
Hilarious.
he just looks at you. What do you want?
Just how do you guys do it? Because I heard this city isn't very tolerant of magic.
We don't cast magic.
Oh my god. Listen, you already admitted it to me.
Excuse me, I did not. We only study magic here. This is a scholar's place.
Listen, can you please just teach me
I
how to
can I can teach you how to study magic if you pay the
Don't teach me.
tuition.
fucking hate this guy. Can you do anything?
I just told you.
I'm just gonna walk in because I'm by the outside of the door. I'm just gonna like walk in, be like, listen here, Henry. I'm an old man, and I've seen plenty of things in my time. And one of the things that is always certain is there's always a group of people who break the rules. And I'm sure that maybe you could point us into a direction or help us out. She's just a very spry and just a very smart, intelligent young lass, and she just wants to learn more. And be where the action is. Do you catch my driftwood?
I'm putting on my best puppy dog eyes.
So while you're drawing on, he grabs a paper that Tom's kind of sitting on and just like yanks it out from under her, and just starts looking at stuff, and is just like, "You're asking me to tell you where criminals are?"
But I mean, criminals is such a harsh word, but I mean, if that's what you call them, I guess. Sure, why not?
Well, the criminals are in the criminal area.
What can I do? Like, do I have anything that I can use to make this guy not stupid? Oh, I know. All right, you guys are gonna hate me.
Do
I
you
pull out
want
my
me
scimitar.
Do you want me to mark it on your map for you?
Yes, that would be fantastic. Before Toma does something really, really stupid, like pull out
Toma.
her scimitar in front of
I
someone.
want to do it.
Toma, don't look at your equipment. Look at your skills and think of what skills you could use on him. Ah,
I don't want to use skills on him.
Put away your dingy sword.
I turn it on fire.
Oh wow, I'm so impressed.
I hate this guy so much. I hate this guy.
Are we gonna have our first character death come up here?
I really just want to.
So he takes the map that I assume Kalik is holding out now, and he takes like a Sharpie type thing, and he's just like, if you want people who break the rules, go over here.
It's the jail.
All right. Hey, as he marks it, I'm just gonna roll up the maps. Like, thank you so much for your assistance and your vast knowledge. I think we'll be getting out of your hair, and I'm gonna just like with the bottom of my cane, like tug Toma's feet and like kind of give her a look like, let's get the fuck out of here.
He winks at Toma, and her sword goes out of fire.
yes.
I pee myself a little.
While still on his desk.
I leave a little puddle for him. Sorry, I couldn't find the ladies' room.
All right, so I'm just gonna ignore that part. Thanks for the bits, by the way, Fail and Chan. So while they're doing all of this, Joel finds the second book he's looking for. The book of like necromantic spells has Belarius's name written in the front pages of it, and he has little notes here like my favorite book. And Void, you find one book that has the theory of magical items, and then it pretty much teaches you like kind of the history of magical items, but also maybe how to go about studying further and figuring out how certain magical items are made.
So kind of like if I study enough, I can learn how to enchant my own.
Certain things, yeah, it's not very advanced, but
Okay.
you might be able to, after studying for a bit, do a thing or two.
I'm taking this book too. Valeria's gonna be so mad.
Oh, I feel bad for him, but you may do what you like. Go at it.
I'm gonna call it in my notes a lesser magical item study guide, and then
Okay, I'll put that in mind.
we'll come back to that and decide what you actually learn from it and whatnot. Um. All right. So, what are you two heading to the library now that you've talked to Henry?
Yes.
I don't know. I got kind of a I got a weird vibe from Henry, but I got a kind of weirder vibe from Valerius.
What do you mean by
He's
weird
a
vibe?
necromancer.
No, I mean like
Of
I
course
feel
you get
like
a weird vibe.
he's
I'm
gonna end up being annoying later. I don't like him.
Gonna be the final
There was
boss.
one thing I meant to do before I left the room. Can we what's it, not replay, what is it called?
Oh yeah, can I do an Arcana? Can I do an Arcana check inside his room?
Yeah, you guys haven't left yet. I was just asking you what you're doing.
Okay. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna roll for insight for him.
And I'll roll Arcana.
Okay. And what are you trying to figure out?
Oh shit, where'd that go?
Are you asking me or
Both of you.
I'm just trying to figure out what his deal is because I don't know. Something.
Sorry, can I explain real quick?
Interesting as fuck.
Can I explain really quickly about what Arcana does for you? What an Arcana check does for you?
Sure.
An Arcana check is just your way of investigating if there's any magical like sigils or runes or any incantations that have been inscribed into objects or an area that you're in. So you're not like kind of like just closing your eyes and like just feeling magic. Like it's more of like you're investigating something.
Okay. Well, I'll still go ahead and go through with it. I got. Yeah, I know it's not gonna probably reveal anything. It's 18 plus 3, 21.
What are you trying to figure out again?
Just if there's anything off about the room or him.
You don't notice anything off per se, but you notice the magical dampeners, just like Kalik did before. They're like in the ceilings, basically.
Can I like point to where it is and say, I know?
Sure.
Like, yeah, I do that.
He just says, "You want a cookie?"
I'm gonna kill this guy. I'm gonna kill all of them.
All right.
I'm
And
gonna commit
what are you doing, Kalik?
I want to come back here
I
one
was
day.
trying to figure out like what is up with this guy and like why he's so depressing and just so freaking like downtrodden. But I rolled is it in insight or like what would it be?
You said insight.
You said insight. All right. Well then I kind of screwed myself because I rolled a 4 and it's 0, so 4. I know that he's a dude. There we go.
Yeah, you can see that he is a guy. He's a little older. He has a couple scars here and there that you can see. He's got some, longer hair than most men have. It's black. And that's what you notice with a 4. I mean, you can always ask him.
Nah, screw that noise. I'm walking out.
All
I'm
right.
going-
So
I'm just gonna let him know that I'll be back.
tuck Toma at her foot with my staff and then start walking out.
So sometimes it's fun to tell you guys behind the scenes stuff, but in my notes it says when they get to the school, Belarius will help them. Henry will not. So you're talking to the wrong person.
I don't want to talk to Valerius.
I think anyone could have told you that. Henry wasn't gonna help.
I thought it was obvious.
Toma just had a crush on Henry. That's literally all that conversation was about.
You could say that the reason Henry's so sad is because he's a master of the dark arts.
And he works a desk job in a city that you can't cast magic.
Yeah. I'm definitely gonna pester him later.
I like how Tomo's like he doesn't want to be bothered now. Double down
Later
on
he
the
will.
bothering.
I mean, maybe you'll break through him. You never know.
Eventually he'll crack. Eventually.
All right. So, are you guys going to talk to Belarius now? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm going to
Yeah, we're
library.
going
Fuck
library.
hilarious.
Okay. So, everyone meets back up at the library. For the time being, you got the books that you were looking for. I mean, you probably won't have any issue stealing them because Valerius kind of just trusted you. So hopefully he doesn't notice that any are missing. But once you guys meet up, you are free to decide what's next.
How big of a backpack do I have? I mean, I guess I should know that.
Does this library have an area where more rare books would be?
Oh yeah, do they have like the Mona Lisa of like books in there?
The Mona Lisa of books? What?
Yeah, I don't know, a famous book.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have Mein Kampf.
There's a section at the very back that's padlocked. It's kind
I'm
of
picking that lock.
it's kind of like a cage. Do you have a lockpick kit?
I should.
Do I see Toma
Makes
doing this?
sense. Oh my god, are you serious? I have thieves tools but no lockpick kit.
Lockpick
assuming
is
thieves
inside your
tools-
thieves tools.
Yeah.
Oh, is it? Okay, I'm gonna use
Lockpick is
that.
inside. Do I? All right. Before she does that, do I see
No,
Toma
no.
doing this?
Yeah, they walk past you.
Okay. Can I grab
No,
Toma by
correction.
her
I
dress?
swear to God, I'll
She
kill
walked
you.
Past them. I am going to start looking for books. I ain't doing anything with whatever the hell she's.
I'm stopping Toma.
No, why? You're such a buzzkill.
I grab you by your collar of your dress and I say, we let us try and keep some sort of a good rapport here. Do not start stealing from their stuff.
I want to roll to
The guy who is also stealing a book tells you not to steal books.
Yeah, I want to roll to persuade.
We're stealing just regular books.
No, I want to roll to persuade him. I'm gonna say, listen, I'm gonna give him the best speech of my life. I'm gonna convince him.
All right. Well, if you're rolling against him, I would assume that's Constitution versus Persuasion, right?
Yeah.
Ladies
No,
and gentlemen,
I'd
we have
probably just-
a roll.
I'd probably just roll a charisma saving throw.
Charisma.
All right,
Okay.
so let's do it.
Yeah.
Alright.
Constitution's more
13
for
plus
physical
8.
stuff.
21.
Yeah. Constitution's
Yeah, I have
for
a plus 8
Man,
for
physical.
persuasion, buddy.
19 plus 2, 21.
And the person who goes for it wins, right?
the person who has the higher charisma wins. Base charisma.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry,
definitely.
buddy.
Charisma's like weird. Charisma's weird where
Yeah.
it doesn't act like normal spells. Like I made the save, so I would have done it. But in this case, you have a better charisma, so you
Yeah.
beat me out.
Okay, so I convinced him that it's totally okay and you should let me do it, right?
Sucks. I should have just gotten a natural 20. All right.
You convince him to let you try to pick.
I rolled a
I-
natural 13. Imagine if I rolled a 20.
I let go of your collar and I turn my back towards you with just my arms crossed.
Okay, so before we get further into that, what books are you looking for, Kalik?
A couple. First things first. Just out of curiosity, I'm gonna look at books about our one true savior and overall overlord, Meg.
You cannot find any.
Okay, and then after that, I would look up any books about demons, weaknesses, strengths, maybe like common demons,
Okay,
things like that.
good. All right.
Like a book of the infernal.
Yeah, something that could give us maybe an edge on like,
Abyssal, I'm sorry.
on the demons we perhaps may be encountering, and maybe even it probably wouldn't be any books, but if possible, any recent demonic activity might help us figure out who it is that we need to, here.
Okay, so you're searching for that. Joel, are you just like reading your books, or what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm just gonna read my books because the only other book I want to search for, if it even exists here, is probably locked up behind that lock, and I'm not gonna
It's okay, I'll
break
get it for
into
you,
a
buddy.
vault.
I'll get it.
All right, so Toma, you attempt to pick a lock, right?
How do I roll for this? Do I roll performance with advantage because I've proficiency in these
Just-
tools, or how does this work?
Just get your
No,
thieves'
no.
tools.
It's gonna be dexterity plus your proficiency.
Dexterity plus proficiency.
Oh, what's going on?
Yeah,
know.
something is
Someone is
going
lagging.
crazy.
I don't think it's me, is it?
Oh, I think that's. I don't know what that is.
Oh my god.
Wow. Dude, a chickmunk came into our D&D session. What the hell?
Oh, I think it was Zach. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it is.
Fail.
Okay. So, what do you say? Roll
Okay, that's
charisma.
gone.
Wait, you say dexterity or charisma?
I didn't say anything
No, I'm
yet.
talking to EG.
EG doesn't know. So pull out your thieves' tools and try to stick them in the lock.
I do that. What do I roll?
So
Blow up.
so you take your thieves' tools and you put them in the lock, and as soon as you insert them, they just dissipate. They just psh,
Are you-
psh.
Dude, they freaking got snapped.
Wait, they dissolved or
Yes, they like disintegrated. Did I say disintegrated or I said dissipated? Same thing.
Dissipated.
okay? What do you think is stronger, Meg or this lock?
Definitely Meg.
Okay, so I'm gonna take my gift that was given to me by Meg, my flaming scimitar.
That's not the question you asked.
Yeah, I know.
So you're gonna
But-
try to cut the lock off, is what you're saying.
Well, if it was given to me by Meg,
That
I would
doesn't mean it's
assume-
powered by Meg.
Okay, go ahead.
I don't want to do it anymore. I'm gonna take. Is there
So
not anything I can do?
I'm just sitting at a table and I just kind of I'm just like tisk tisk tisk. Magic school, magic lock.
I chuckle when his lockpick disintegrates.
Stupid.
yeah,
lock.
you can probably infer that what Joel said is correct. Magic school, magic locks.
Whatever. I'm just gonna go look for the next most useful books and nab them all.
So while you're trying to do this, and while Kalik's looking for his books, 2 books fly off the shelves. One smacks you in the head, Toma, and one smacks
Oh.
Kalik in the head.
Wait, can I try to catch it in midair before it smacks me in the head?
Yeah, actually you can. Roll a dexterity.
All right. I would also like the roll to catch this, but after I do a backflip and
Where
with my
is-
feet.
Oh, okay, really?
Yeah.
Okay, so roll an athletics check.
God, I am
Wouldn't
No,
looking for a critical
acrobatics.
fail here.
Yeah, acrobatics.
All right.
And then roll a dexterity.
17.
For acrobatics, I got a 6.
Yeah, so you start to try to do a backflip, and you weirdly turn your face into the book, and it smashes you in the nose and breaks your nose.
Ow.
Wait, what'd you get? A natural 1?
Yeah.
So that's even worse.
I
You
have
had a
a
natural
plus-
1.
Oh, that fell.
Yeah, that you just broke your nose.
How
Oh.
much
I rolled
HP is lost from that?
I got a 17 and I rolled a 15.
Yeah, you lose 3 HP.
Oh.
You rolled a 17, Kalik?
Yeah.
Yeah, you catch it.
Yeah, I just like, is it coming from behind me?
No, it was like the side. So you
Okay.
just like reach out your arm to the side and catch it. So Kalik, you look at your book, and it is a book aptly titled Demon Weaknesses.
Thanks, Meg, asshole.
And Toma is crying a little bit. Not like crying,
A lot.
crying, but like
I'm crying a lot,
When-
bitch.
She's tearing her.
yeah, when you
pants
break
are wet.
when you break your nose, like your eyes are watering a ton.
I'm gonna go cry to EG. I'm gonna like tug on his shirt.
Blood is gushing down,
Help me.
and the book is like laying on the ground.
I'm
Forget
just gonna
the book. I want my nose fixed.
I'm gonna pat her head and just kind of clean her up a little bit.
Don't heal
um,
me.
I'll-
Which one do you
I'll-
heal?
I'll pick up the
Un-
book.
Grateful bitch.
Dude, wait, do we actually not have a healer? Wait, that's crazy.
We have a healer. Yes, we do.
Wait,
Cole,
who is it?
Yes.
Cole Robbie.
Yes.
I gotta go do a thing. Did you see my message earlier?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, I'll be like 10 minutes. If you want to take control of me, you can.
Okay, cool.
All right, thanks, buddy. I'll be back.
Okay, just which one of us heals again? Is it Gaelic?
No, I don't have any healing spells. I think it's
Oh my god, it is really. I forgot it was you. I'm gonna go up to you and slip you 5 gold pieces. Just fix it.
Are you saying you to Joel?
Yeah. He's not gonna do it for free. He's gonna let me suffer, so I'm gonna pay him.
Joel's not gonna do it at all.
For 5 gold?
Joel?
I'll give you all my money. I'll give you all my money.
We don't know what we're coming up against. I'm not gonna waste spell slots on 3 HP. Go take a short rest.
also.
My nose is broken. Just set it or something.
Remember, we can't use, we can't use magic here. So
Yeah, we can. Inside the school.
You can use magic inside the school.
I will. All right.
They have.
Joel, what can I
can.
do to sweeten the deal?
but we shouldn't.
That's probably safer to say. Yes, someone might notice.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Whatever, I'm gonna
Kalik.
pick up the book.
I think Kalik said he picked it up first, right?
Yeah. So I have
Okay.
the book that I caught, and then I went and picked up the other book. So now
What's mine say?
So the one that Kalik picked up, because he has both now, is the history of Arcanon.
Arcan? Oh, the history of Arcan. Okay.
Yep. Which one do you open first?
Probably. Which one's the one that tried to kill me?
The one that was coming for you is the demon weaknesses.
Okay, because that one went directly to me. I'm just gonna start reading that one first.
Okay. Are you ready for this?
Oh God.
So it is a book that feels like it's like 500 pages thick, and you start flipping through it, and
In my old because I'm still at this guy stuff. I'm like, oh goody, and then I'm just gonna sit down at a desk and start just going through it.
yeah. So a ton of the pages are just blank, and then in the middle somewhere it says demons are immune to fire, and then it says they're resistant to bludgeoning, piercing, slashing, and non-magical weapons.
So I'm just fucked.
And it's safe to assume that most of them don't have any any actual weaknesses that are normal things. I lost my train of thought for a second. Like, they're not weak to one specific thing most of the time.
Okay.
Let me. Yeah, that is pretty true.
Okay.
Let
I'm
me.
sorry. Interesting.
What does my book say?
Are you asking Kalik to read it?
No, I'll read it myself.
So you're taking it from Kalik.
I'm gonna go up to him and take it. Yeah.
I'm just as I'm reading this, I'm just gonna without even looking, just hand the book.
Okay. So you start reading the history of Arcanon, and right away you notice something really weird. Any history that is older than 2 years is all redacted. It's all locked out, and the only history that's actually there is about the city in its current state, where things are laid out,
The council.
the government, and that the council is basically the ruling force, and there's not even information on the council.
I'm not sure if this is. I'm pretty sure it's a stupid question. But with, I have a high history skill.
Mm-hmm.
Would I be able to do anything with that? With my intelligence? Would I, know anything about this area or region?
No, not. So in a normal city, it's probably safe to assume that you could do that. Here, you cannot for some reason.
Okay, back to Henry.
Back to Henry, huh?
Yeah.
All right. So since EG is away, let's do a quick intermission. If anyone in chat has any questions, go ahead and shoot. I'm gonna take this opportunity to run pee real quick, and then you guys, you three can talk things out, kind of next steps or whatever you think or in whatnot, and I'll be right back.
Sounds good. All right. So, Chan, I gotta ask, what is Toma's like? Why Henry? I know, like, we're joking that, like, oh, like, she has a crush on him, but like in all seriousness, I'm actually curious. Like, why Henry?
I think she's just a little upset that he doesn't like her because with my high charisma and the fact that I'm generally like when I'm not trying to kill you, I'm a pretty well liked girl. I think she's kind of like, it's the classic
Upset.
thing where like, yeah, since
Okay.
he's not interested, she's interested.
That makes sense. Okay. All right. So it is kind of a little bit that she has a crush on him. All right, cool.
Probably.
All right. Yo, Phil, did you figure out your mic situation?
I think so.
Yeah, it sounds good now.
Yeah, it sounds
I
great.
think it was just like unplugged a little bit, probably.
Yeah, that was kind of weird. Not gonna lie. But it sounds good now. How you feeling, by the way? Are you feeling better?
A little bit. Fucking tired.
Sucks. All right, real quick, ladies and gents, I'm gonna fill this my mad jug up real quick. I'll be back in a smooch.
Man, born without thighs? How does that happen?
All right, what are we talking about?
Your
Guys
mom.
without thighs.
My mom is pretty cool. What else? What else about her?
Did you give her? You should give her that picture you painted of her.
I mean, her and James Franco. I probably should.
Yeah, you should give it to her for Christmas. I'm sure she'll really appreciate it.
That would actually probably be really funny, and I'd be like, "You have to hang it up now," and my dad would probably lose his shit.
True, but only because it's James Franco.
So, also, Chan, while you're reading through the book, the closer you look, you keep seeing this name mentioned. It's like, Greg. The name is Greg, and it's just kind of weirdly here and there, like this such and such performed by Greg. This done by Greg, witnessed by Greg, blah blah blah.
Who the fuck is Greg?
Yeah, I'm gonna ask Meg really quick. Like, hey, is this your cousin or something? Who's this guy?
You
If he
hear
answers,
you hear dial tone as usual.
I'm just gonna mentally flip off Meg.
All right, you guys.
Yeah, I guess if we're not waiting for Void, I guess I want to head to Henry.
I'm gonna go ask Belarius who Greg is.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask the same thing to Henry, so it's probably safe.
Okay, and is Mars away right now?
He went to go grab water.
Yeah, so
Oh, I should have grabbed water. That's the smart move.
go grab water. You have time.
Nah, that's cool. Yeah, so one of you goes to Belarius, one of you goes to Henry. We'll start with Belarius since he's closer. And I mean, you just ask him who Greg is, basically. Belarius says, "Oh yeah, Greg. He's weird. I think he might be involved with the council, but I don't know if he's actually on it. He certainly acts like he is, but we don't see anybody on the council, so I don't know if I really believe that. But he's basically an errand boy."
Okay, where could I possibly run into this Greg?
See, that's the thing is maybe he is involved with the council because I don't know where he lives. I don't know where he stays. But I think if you wait long enough outside the pastry shop, he seems to always go there and buy a lot of pastries.
All right. Is there any discernible characteristics I should look for so that I know that it's Greg?
Oh, yeah, you'll know Greg when you see him. Trust me.
Fair enough.
He's
So you would say the man has a sweet tooth?
Oh, hello, old man.
Yes. Hi, hello.
Yes,
Didn't see.
Greg has a sweet tooth. I guess you could
Like,
say.
can I like
Well-
scare? Like, can I like walk behind him and like scare the crap out of him as I do?
Valerius, just ignore the old man. He hasn't had his medication today.
Oh, it's hilarious.
Yeah. So, moving on to Henry. Toma goes and tries to talk to Henry.
Hi again.
How are you approaching this?
Stealth.
What? What?
Stealth.
Why are you always trying to stealth?
Alright, it's gonna work one day.
Okay, you start. I assume you start at the top of the staircase. Go ahead and try to stealth again.
19 plus 7, 26.
All right. You get into the room and you think you're stealthed.
Fuck. I'm gonna try to scare him.
Okay, how do you try to scare him?
Boo.
He just looks up at you. Yes.
Hi, I have a couple questions.
Oh no.
Go ahead.
Okay, who is Greg?
That asshole. He thinks he's important, but he's not. He's just basically a pastry fiend.
Do you know where I could find him?
Follow the pastries.
Have you talked to him before?
I have no reason to talk to him.
I'm gonna break this guy one day.
What is there
You
to
just-
break about him?
You just hear me in the hall. I just yell, "Hey, Henry,
Yes.
were you lobotomized?"
I wish.
This guy really hates his life. I feel bad because I think less of him as an asshole. I just more feel sorry for the guy.
Right? I'm just like, what trauma happened to Henry that he just feels this way?
You guys just assumed he was an asshole. Like everybody else.
Hey Henry, do you ever go on vacation?
No.
Would you like to go on a vacation? I have a nice guest house up in, what was the city called? Not Ngame, the one after that with the whorehouse.
Did we name it? That's a good
I don't
question.
think we did.
I think it had a name, but we just didn't pay attention.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we ever named it because it was basically like a shithole with a brothel in it, and that's it. You guys can name it, basically.
Wakanda.
Oh my god, no.
That is that borderline racist? I don't know. We're naming the shithole town
Yeah, let's
Wakanda.
not name that. No. It really is Wakanda because it's like the shining, the shining gleam, the whorehouse. It's the best in the nation.
Wait, is the brothel named Wakanda, or is the whole
mean,
town?
Yeah, the brothel's Wakanda.
Given
what you
time,
like?
though, it's gonna be more than just a no-name town.
Yeah.
We're gonna build it into something extraordinary.
We have
That-
world-class whores.
That
yeah.
is true. There's a lot to build on there. All right, well, maybe we'll vote on it later. All right,
Oh, God,
so
God.
Whatever. I'll tell him about this town that I own. I actually own a town, just not far from here. It has beautiful sightseeing options, and there's a really nice restaurant there.
he just says, "What's the point?"
Don't you want to, like give him a little nudge, like live a little?
I'm living it up here. It's a blast.
Clearly.
Oh.
So,
is there anything I can give to him?
Kaylik,
I feel bad.
did you ask like what's wrong with him or something?
Earlier I did, but I rolled like a 4, so I just
Oh, okay.
I didn't know.
You guys are just sitting talking, and he's opening up a little bit. He's like, "Well, you see, when I was born, there was a gynecological, that's the word, gynecological error And I've just been this way ever since.
When they... What?
You have like fetal alcohol syndrome? Is that
Yeah,
what that
what's
is?
the deal?
I think my mom did do bad things while I was in the womb.
Hey, yo, buddy, what else do you have to do today?
Just this.
All right, you're coming with me.
I'm not
I'm gonna-
going anywhere.
I'm gonna go ahead
Come
and
on, let's
cast
go.
Cure Wounds on Henry and see if I can cure his disability.
I hate you so much.
He's fine. He's just sad. He's a
How do we
smart.
make him
He's a
happy?
smart guy. He's
I want to make him happy. Can
Yeah,
we make it our
so-
mission?
So
To
cure
make Henry
Cure
happy?
Wounds could heal his wounded heart. It could cure his depression.
Yeah, it doesn't work. But do you actually cast it, or are we just joking?
I'm just joking.
Okay, that's what I assume. What are you saying, Toma?
I just want to cheer him up. Oh, I know. I'm gonna take out my violin
Okay.
and I'm gonna play a little song for him.
Henry doesn't like music.
Yeah, he hates bards.
Fuck, I'm not a bard, Henry.
There's,
What?
there's actually no point in him hating bards because EG isn't here.
Is it alright? I'm gonna roll to play a song.
Okay, play a song.
I guess, can I roll to see if he likes the song or not?
What kind of song are you playing?
I'll play a ballad.
About?
Sadness.
He really likes it.
Alright.
He just hums along. And you see
Henry,
you see a
you're doing
single
great,
tear
buddy.
fall from his eye.
You're doing great, buddy.
I thought
Alright.
Henry only liked 1980s hair band covers.
Definitely not too chaotic.
No, because he likes the ballad songs like Every Rose Has Its Thorn.
He only likes Seal.
Whoa, guys, I just looked at my weapons and I noticed it's a typo, but I put commas after everything, and after crossbow, it's just hand. Do I have a hand?
Yeah, didn't you steal someone's hand in like episode 1 or 2 or something?
Oh my god, did I?
I don't remember whose hand.
I thought it was a joke. What?
Yeah, that's why I think you guys need a scribe, because I write down the important stuff, but if it's not important, I don't write it down.
Okay, I'm gonna give him the hand.
Why?
Why not? I don't want it. It's gross.
You just set it on the table and he just kind of moves it a little off of his papers and just leaves it.
Hey
For his
man,
next project, there you go.
Yeah. Valerius might need it, you never know. Okay, so you guys are all in this foyer. You've learned some stuff about the town. You kind of have a lead on this Greg character. What are you doing next? By this time it's probably closer to supper time. You've spent a lot of time in the school, gone
I
through
mean,
a
I
lot of
guess
stuff.
just going there makes sense, right?
Closer to supper time, and that also means it's closer to dessert time. So I'm gonna go to the pastry shop.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Valerius gave you enough information to kind of figure it out. And you make your way through town. It's kind of just in the middle of town among the other shops and stuff. It's Bulbo's Bonnets is what it's called, and they sell pastries that kind of look like a bonnet, but they don't sell actual bonnets.
This is ridiculous.
Yeah, that's terrible. That's it? They only sell bonnet-shaped pastries?
No, they sell all sorts of pastries, but their specialty is Bulbo's Bonnets.
Why?
Why not? Why do you have to question everything?
Sounds fucking stupid. I'm gonna go and order a couple pastries.
Yeah, how many people are inside?
There's just like 2 people.
Oh, actually,
seeming.
hi, can I
I'm
speak
gonna-
to your manager?
Kick
Oh
open
my
the door,
god, Toma.
and I'm just gonna be like, Greg, where is Greg?
The workers behind the counter are like teenagers basically, and they just look up at you, and they just go back to serving the one customer in front of them.
I'm gonna go up to one of them and ask them where their manager is.
What kind of haircut do you have?
Oh, I have long silky hair.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Yes.
Roll disadvantage to speak to a manager.
Yeah, you don't have the right haircut.
What?
Obviously, Chan doesn't get the joke.
Yeah, I know. I'm not asking for a job.
Anyways,
But
the teenager working just calls, Amanda.
As he calls, I'm gonna walk in. It's like, and then with my cane, and be like, "Yes, I would like one of your pastry, please."
The kid behind the counter says, "Well, you should probably get in line."
Oh, where's the line?
And you see this fine gentleman in front of me, right behind him.
Oh, okay. Just walk on over.
All right, so is Joel getting in line to buy some pastries as well?
oh,
No.
Joel, you're gonna want to come with me.
Joel is demanding to know where Greg is.
One of the other people that's kind of like looking through the case and they're managing like actually giving out the orders and stuff, kind of looks out the window, kind of looks at the sun, like, well, Greg should probably be here pretty soon. Actually, it's probably about his third pastry time.
Oh, thank you, young man.
Well, you see,
I like how Joel came in with knocking down the door to the point. It's like, why, thank you, kind.
I don't think I've ever heard him say thank you.
Yeah, it's like, dude.
well, you
Like-
see, tough guy, the teenage bakery employee says it in a very, I have to say it this way, kind of tone. So they normally would not call someone a fine gentleman, but them damn customer service jobs, you got to put on a smile, you got to say polite things until you can no longer take it because kids keep throwing up on the red box, and you tell some lady to bag her own damn groceries.
What's the likelihood that I could get behind the counter and lick the pastries and put them back?
Oh God. Oh no.
I mean, you could do it. Are you asking if you can do it without being seen?
Yeah, I'm asking like, what's the probability that I could get away? I mean, if I'm seen, I'm seen, I guess. What are they gonna do? Call the council?
You can.
I can hear the town crying out. Local man licks all the pastries, ruins thousands of dollars worth of food.
You can roll a stealth. So
Right in front of them.
Amanda comes out from behind the back area, and she says yes. And but while you're looking at Amanda, she looks like the very typical nice, pleasant bakery type lady. Has an apron on, covered in flour, and if you've ever seen How I Met Your Mother, she looks exactly like the pastry chef in that show. So
Oh, Julia?
she looks
A 9.
she looks like the best girlfriend that Ted ever had and didn't end up with, and that show ended up sucking balls. Anyways, you rolled a 9 for stealth.
I should have been with Julia.
So while she's walking out, Joel tries to sneak behind the counter, and she just politely says, "Oh, no customers behind here, please."
I'm not a customer.
She's talking to Joel.
I know.
And then she turns to you. "How may I help you, young lady?"
All right, I'm putting on my best not murderous little bitch face. Hi. I'm new in town and I want to make my friends some cookies, but I don't know how. Could you show me how to make cookies?
"Oh, I'm sorry. That's not really in our range. This is a bakery, you see, not a school."
I know, but could I get something like tutoring from you?
I'll give you one piece of advice. The trick is in the measurements.
I hate you. I walk out.
What is your problem, Toma?
Oh,
Has Toma never interacted with people or what?
I don't think so.
All right. Anyways, you now know that Greg probably shows up.
What's the likelihood that I could get the teenagers to sign my contract?
Since they're at work, probably not right now. They're.
You should do what Danny Duncan does. Give them like $10,000 to quit their job. Make them sign a contract. They'll get it in a week.
I mean, yeah. If you offer them enough money for them to quit their terrible
No, he
jobs,
could like pretend to give them money. If they're stupid, they're stupid.
but they're not terrible jobs. They like their jobs just fine, but they would rather be out gallivanting in town, going to the local town center, hanging out with the other teenagers. So you guys are all kind of dinking around. It is now Calyx's turn at the counter to order.
ooh, goody. Yes. Is there anyone behind me?
No. There's two people in the shop still, and one of them was sitting down, and the other was ordering, and now he's just kind of grabbing what he ordered and then going to sit down.
Okay, so I'm gonna just like be like, oh, that one looks good. That one looks good. Oh, okay.
I just kind of walk by Gaelic and I just kind of like whisper, "Ask for a sample."
Just a curl just starts forming in my face, and there's a smile. Like, would it be just? Could I just possibly have a little nibble, a little sample of this delectable piece of dessert right over here?
Oh, sorry, man. We're not sampling that right now. But as you can see right here, and he points at a little sample tray out front. We're sampling our lemonberry streusel cake. You can have a piece of that.
Oh well, I'll go ahead and I'll grab. Wait, is it like right? Is it right there, or is it like in the front of the building?
No, it's right on the counter.
Okay. Oh, all right. You know, just like I'm honestly at this, I'm just taking as much time as possible and like just waiting for what's his fit, Greg or whatever, to show
Yeah.
up. But I'm just like, I'll take a little sample, nibble on that. I'm like, oh, that's really good.
Is it okay if while he's stalling, I actually want to ask about the building itself? Is it kind of in its own standalone? I'm thinking of this like a block system, like how we have here in California. Is it like on its standalone lot, or is it sandwiched between two other buildings? And are there like alleyways on either side?
It's like a row of shops and stuff, so it's sandwiched. There's no
Um,
alleyways.
There's no alleyways? Like there's no I can get behind the store or anything?
Around it.
Not from like outside, if that makes sense.
Mm. Okay. Well, I'm actually gonna go outside and sit down, just waiting for Greg because I want to be behind him
All
in
right.
case.
Okay. So you guys are kind of just doing your thing. Toma's outside, and while Toma's outside, you just hear a whistle. And you see a guy like skipping. He's like a bald, basic looking guy just skipping towards the pastry shop.
I don't want to do anything by myself here.
How many people are outside?
It's a fair amount. It's a big city, you know, people hustle and bustle going around.
How perceptive, like how much are the people paying attention? Are they just kind of like trying to get from point A to point B, or are they like lollygagging and fucking watching every shop?
Yeah, so this is a shop area, and there's a lot of food places in this area. So there's some people out sitting at tables and things like that. People going from here to there. So no one is like actively just paying attention to everything, but it would be like if you know you were kind of in a food court type area, but in the street. Like if you've ever been to 25th Street in Ogden, there's like the tables outside and stuff, people walking up and down, cars, stuff like that. Except for not cars.
Carriages, wagons.
I'm just trying to think if we could just black bag this guy and
That's
drag
what
him
I'm
down an
thinking.
alley.
I'm wondering if I can kind of go up to him, like, kind of cause a distraction, and then you guys come up and put a knife to his back or something, say, come with us.
So he's still kind of a little far away from you, probably like 30.
I wanna get gosh, Joel's attention.
Yeah,
Like
so
I'm gonna sign to him that something's up.
yeah, so just like through the window or something.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
As all this is happening, Calic's like, yes, I'll have this one. I think I finally decided this is the one I want.
Okay, so Kalik is pretty preoccupied, but Thomas starts motioning for Joel, and Joel notices and does whatever he does.
So I think it'd be better to wait for him to come in and just have Kalik continue to waste time trying to order.
Okay. So Toma, do you let him walk past you and go in?
I'm gonna let him walk past me, and then I'm going to actually backtrack a little bit to where he came from. I'm not gonna go like far, but just in the path.
Okay. All right. Greg walks in, still whistling a little bit, and the kid behind the counter is like, "Hey, Greg, we got your order right here." And he holds up like a big brown bag, and Greg says, "Yeah, thanks, man," and grabs the bag and flips a coin at him, and he's turning to start to head out.
I block his path.
Oh, can I help you?
Yeah, we've been looking for you, Greg.
Looking for me?
Yeah, we need to talk to you.
What do you need to talk to me about? I'm just Greg.
Yeah, see, we have a history book that says otherwise.
Yeah, I don't know what do you mean?
We'll talk. We'll talk.
He drops his pastries and tries to book it out the door.
Does he run the same way that he came?
Well, he has to run through Joel, so Joel.
I slug him right in the stomach.
Okay, just roll, roll a d20.
Is this happening in the pastry shop, right?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
Okay, so perfect. This is great. So
18.
while there's all this commotion, we're like, no, wait, I think I changed my mind. I'm not gonna have that one. I'm gonna have this one. This one looks more delectable.
So,
What is EG doing this whole time?
he's just with you basically. So
So he's waiting outside with me?
yeah, nothing has popped off quite yet.
Okay, I'm gonna have him go around the other corner just in case.
Okay. And so Joel punches Greg in the stomach, and Greg starts to try to like scuttle like on his hands and knees now to get around Joel and get out the door, and he's doing everything he can to try to get away.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
So, are you guys locking down the pastry shop, or where are you taking
well,
Greg?
I'm locking down the pastry shop. I'm not letting
I'm
Greg
waiting
out
out.
of here.
Yeah, me and Void are waiting outside in case.
Okay. So you.
I'm still like, what are the employees doing at this point?
So after the punch and everything, the employees run into the back area to hide behind, and the
He
people.
punched him. He didn't pull out a gun. What are they running?
It's a fight in a pastry shop. They're not just gonna
So what?
stand
They're
there.
not gonna get punched. Like,
Listen.
Since they all run into the back, I look at Caleb and I go, "Hey, free pastries."
ooh.
Ooh, yes! And I just take a handful of the free samples and just like I'll turn around and just start eating them.
The one customer is a middle-aged woman, and she kind of lets out a yelp and then kind of just sits at the table, and the guy that's actually in there stands up and says, "Hey, you can't do that," and starts to walk towards Joel. And then by this point, you would start to hear a commotion, Toma and Void. So
Okay, I'm going to. I know I'm far away, and I'm sure there's people around me, but I'm gonna roll to stealth
okay, go ahead.
because I'm sure people aren't paying attention to me. If anything, they're paying attention to the building.
The people outside aren't like close enough to the door and paying enough attention to
okay.
notice.
I got an 18.
Okay, so you kind of basically slip in like amongst the people, and that's kind of how your stealth is. You're
Mm.
blending in. What is Void gonna do?
I guess I'll just take control of him. He's gonna go and block the door.
Okay, so he's just
And what class is he again? Sorry.
He's a fighter.
yeah.
God, what can they prep as like a prep action?
Yeah, you can ready action basically.
No, but what can they ready action?
Basically anything they can do. So he can just ready action to freaking hit someone with a sword.
Yeah, I
if they
guess.
come
Well,
out the
not with
door.
a sword. Jesus Christ. He'll ready action just to kind of, I don't know, just block the guy and hit him. I don't
Yeah,
know.
so we'll say Void. He's he's not stupid. He knows what's going
Yeah.
on. He stands very nonchalantly, but with his foot against the door so that it can't open, and he's just kind of looking out amongst the crowd. So Kalik and Joel roll initiative.
What's quick question? What is the guy doing? The customer.
12.
Yeah, he's walking towards you guys with intent to help Greg.
How close to me is that guy?
It's a small shop, so he's still got about 10 movement or so.
Is he close to me?
Yes, he would be like, you're at the counter, he would be like to the left of you.
Can I stick out my staff and try to trip him?
You sure can.
All right, but let me roll initiative first before I do.
Okay, so
Initiative first.
Joel got a 12. So this is for customer. Ooh, customer got a 15.
Dang, dude. Shoot, I got an 11.
Okay, Kalik got an 11.
He's gonna freaking blow right past me before I can trip him.
Yeah,
Wait, EG's watching the stream, but he's not here.
yeah, he said he was on the way home and he's listening.
Okay, so I guess.
And Greg recovering a little bit from the gut punch, rolls a 9, which totally makes sense. Ready a grapple maneuver. There you go. There's a good one.
Yeah, I'll have him ready to grapple instead of
Okay.
whatever.
So the customer actually goes first, and he walks up to Joel and tries to grapple him. So it's just a strength check.
How does grappling work in this game?
Should be just a strength check. So it's
So
strength.
weren't in the previous editions weren't
Oh, yeah,
they
that's a loss.
complicated?
What?
In the previous editions weren't like grapples complicated?
Oh, wait.
Yeah, they're not complicated in 5th edition.
Okay.
I
How do I use
can.
my reroll?
Okay, go ahead. I'm pretty sure. I'll double check.
God damn it.
Oof. All right. Yeah, I'll double check it for you, but I'm pretty sure. I mean, you can do whatever, you know. You can always make your own rules, and I think there is like an actual like grapple feat or ability.
I think there is.
Yeah.
Let's see. I just usually do strength versus strength because it makes sense. Yeah, we're
Yeah,
just.
that sounds fine.
Yep, opposing strength checks for initial. Yep, that's what I was thinking. Okay, so this is the customer. Oh my. This guy is just a weak customer. All right. he gets some like freaking, mom strength out of nowhere. This guy really loves Greg. Greg's tossed him some free pastries here and there. They always talk. And he just storms across, and he actually has Joel grappled. And then it's
So since he has me grappled, can I use inflict wounds, which is a touch?
yeah. So your turn is next, so you can do whatever on your turn.
Let's not cast any spells.
That is I mean, you're not in there, but
Yeah, I know, but
I think you first have to try to break free from the grapple, but inflict wounds to me makes sense to just be able to touch someone. So I, as a DM, would allow it because I like things that make sense.
okay.
Approved.
But so you can either it is your turn, Joel. So you can either roll another check to try to break free, or you can inflict wounds.
I think I'm just gonna do inflict wounds.
Okay. So basically he has you grappled. He has his arm, you reach your hand and, inflict wounds on him.
All right, so it's 4d10, 18 damage.
Okay, what is the inflict wounds again? Does he have to do a save? Or is it
on that one?
or is it just is it a spell attack?
It's make a melee spell attack against a creature you
Okay.
can reach. On hit, that target takes, and this is 4d10.
Yeah, so we'll keep the damage, but just roll your d20.
1d.
And for this one, I won't make you roll at disadvantage because once again, it just makes sense to me.
That was 11.
Okay, yeah, you hit him. He's a dude in a freaking business suit, basically. Um, so you reach out your hand and you grab this guy, and it just starts to it looks like it infects him. It crawls up his arm, and he just cripples to the ground and dies right there. Is inflict wounds really 4d10?
Yep, that's what it says on my D&D Beyond sheet.
Shit. Is
Beyond.
that a cantrip or is that a level 1 spell?
I believe that's counting as a level 2 spell.
Level 2 spell. Okay. How many level 2 spells do you have currently? How many slots?
I have 2.
Okay.
3.
Cool. Cool. Alright. Yeah, that's pretty strong. That's nice. Yeah, you just murdered this guy, and Greg is full of shock now. So it is I wrote it down here. It is Kalik's turn.
Okay. I'm not entirely sure why we're attacking him, but everyone's doing it. And
Well, I mean, he started running away. It's not like we were gonna kill him, but
oh.
Yeah, and you don't have to kill him. That's always something you can remember in D&D. You can
Not to
state not to kill someone. So it's a
Like,
good-
we're not going to kill him. We just want to wound him enough so that we can get him to start talking.
Yeah. I'm going to shoot, I'm just going to I guess I'm going to grab my staff and then I'm just going to go over. Yeah, I'm just going to hold him back.
Is he still prone?
No, he was scrambling in the midst of it. He wasn't fully prone, and he's kind of recovered. What were you doing, Kalik?
He's okay. Sorry, I misunderstood. I thought he was prone. I'm just gonna give him a whack then with the staff.
Okay, go ahead and roll the hit.
All right. All right, here we go. Ooh, I don't know why I did that on there, but okay, it's probably a miss. That's a 9.
You definitely miss.
Dang.
All right, it is now Greg's turn, and he's huffing, puffing, he's mad, and he's like, ah, and he tries to get ready for something, and you see these wings pop out of his back, and this is Greg. He's just a bald dude in a weird hoodie, and you see these wings pop out, and everyone roll perception that's in the pastry shop real quick. So Kalik and Joel.
Oh man, that's some shit rolls. 7.
Okay, and Joel. Oh,
What's up?
Roll up perception.
Perception? All right, let me...
Perception, disgrace.
Perception. 18.
Okay, so Kalik is ah, he's a demon. And then Joel is just like laughing and like sees like the little rings around Greg's fingers and is like, dude, those wings are fucking fake. And Greg's like, no, they're not. I'm a demon. Fear
Dude,
me.
I can see the pull string.
So Greg is pretending to be a demon, and he is going to attack Joel for not believing he's a demon.
You guys are fucking freak.
What do you got against Greg? He's just a demon.
He's
He's a wanna demon.
He's literally LARPing in a fantasy world. How much of more of a loser can you be?
So he also has a scimitar. So he's like holding his one of his like wings on around his thumb with a scimitar, and it's like the wing is moving when he's pulling up the scimitar. And he goes
He's a cosplayer.
he goes to hit you, and it's a 24 versus AC, Joel.
My AC is 13.
I would say that hits.
Just barely.
So he whacks you with his scimitar, and he does 6 damage.
Okay.
And can you actually roll? I think is it a D4 or a D6 for a punch? It's just a D4, isn't it? Plus your
Well, it should
strength.
be.
Unarmed strike is
It's either D4, it's 1 plus your strength modifier.
Yeah.
Hey, dang.
What's your strength modifier, Fail?
My strength modifier?
Yeah.
Is +1.
Okay, so I just gotta account for the punch that you gave him at the start. All right, well that works for me. So yeah, he does 6 damage. Void and Toma are still outside. Void can kind of look over his shoulder and see that like a fight is going on inside. His foot is still blocking the door. He has his grapple at the ready. I'll give Toma and Void a turn real quick to decide if they're continuing to do what they're doing.
Let me check my character sheet really quick.
While he does that, I'll walk in. Do you want me to roll initiative, or you want me to just take a turn and then roll initiative?
Yeah, go ahead and roll initiative going inside, and we'll see what happens.
16 plus 4, so 20.
Okay, so yeah, you get to walk in and take a turn right away.
All right, sure. Seeing my friends get hit and slapped around, I'm going to just take 2 rapier attacks.
Oh,
All right. First one's a natural 1, and the second one is a 16.
Okay, so the first one, you drop your weapon to the ground momentarily. The second one, you hit and go ahead and roll damage.
All right.
You're always dropping your weapons, Mr.
I know,
Void.
I'm very bad at it. He's going to take 4 piercing damage. 5 piercing damage, I'm sorry.
Okay. Alright. And then it's top of the round. So actually go ahead again, Void.
All right, cool. What is it? Can I have a free action to pick it up, or do I need an action to pick up my rapier?
You can pick it up, that's fine.
All right. So I'll take another 2 strikes. 12 plus 6 is going to hit. And 10 plus 6 is going to hit, correct?
Yes, both hit.
Great. So I'll take 2 more attackaroonies. I'll roll for my damage for the attackaroonies. That's going to be 8 for the first strike and 11 for the second strike. I'm going to pop an action surge to take another strike at him. And that's going to hit. It's 18 plus 6. And max damage of 8 plus 4, so another 12 piercing damage.
Nice. He is looking pretty poor sorts.
Fuck yeah, he is.
While you're slicing him up, you actually slice through one of his wings, and it's like plastic and paper and stuff, and uh, his other wing kind of goes off kilter now, and he is taking full damage from your attacks.
Oh, that's very nice.
So now it is the customer's turn, who is dead. So he's dying and dead, and he just remains dead. And now,
Wait, so is he dead or is he slowly dying?
no, he's dead.
Okay.
It's Joel's turn.
Is the old lady still in here?
She's just like cowering in the corner.
She's
I'm
like,
gonna approach the old lady with a contract and tell her if she signs this right now, I'll let her leave.
Okay, so you have to use your action to disengage, which I assume you're fine with.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
And you walk over to her, and of course, since you're so good at this, she signs right away, and she runs out the door after. And that is your turn, and it is now Kalik's turn.
Okay. So, how's Greg looking?
He is bloodied.
Okay. I am. I'm going to try to. I guess I'm gonna just try to grapple him then with my staff.
Okay, so you're just gonna try to restrain him?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, go ahead and roll a strength check.
Because I am so freaking strong. Why?
you are.
Why do I think this is a good idea? Man, all right. I'm rolling. Gonna roll different dice. That was a 4.
Oh my god. You grapple Greg. Did you roll a nat 1 or did you roll above a nat 1?
No, I rolled a 2.
Oh, you are so lucky. If you would have both rolled nat 1s, it would have been you guys hugging it out in the middle of the pastry shop. Yes. You grapple Greg. But it is his turn next. So he's gonna try to break out of it, of course. Let's see. And we'll do something special here if he fails. What is athletics based off of? Is it dexterity or is it
Athletics is strength.
strength?
Acrobatics is dex.
Wow, he breaks out. But that is his turn.
He can do another opposing strength check to it if he wants. Or because he's still grappled.
Yeah, go ahead, Kalik. We'll just let it happen. We'll just let it happen now. He's basically breaking free, and you're trying to hug him harder.
All right. Come on. All right. Hopefully this. That's a 5.
Okay. Yep. He breaks free. Toma, are you still just stealth?
One good roll this entire session.
Yeah, I'm stealth outside, but I want to make an how would I check, like, if we've set off any, silent alarms or anything? Like, if there's anybody who's noticed and is telling the right people? Would that be insight or perception?
Yeah, you can just roll a perception.
Oh, man. My fucking perception is shit. Nat 1.
You actually are now lost within the city. You were stealthed, you were hiding amongst the people, stuff like that, and you kind of went with one crowd that you blended in with too long, and now you're just like off wandering, lost for the moment. And it is Void's turn.
My turn again. So wait, can I just get a little scope again? I heard we didn't have to kill this person.
So I was just saying, as a mechanic in 5th edition, you are able to say, like, I want to hit this person, but I don't want it to be a deadly blow.
Okay.
Non-lethal.
Yeah, so we don't care if he dies or not, or do we need information from him?
We need information from him.
Yeah, that's up to you guys.
Mm. All right, I'm just trying to get the scope of it since we aren't here. Team, I don't have any strength, so I can't grapple him either.
Just hit him in the gut. Straight up punch him.
Yeah, but it's just 1 damage. My punch is literally just 1. All right.
Kneecap him.
I want to.
He's bloodied, but he's still in fighting condition.
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna do something a little different. I'm not gonna do something a little different. I'm gonna take another. I'm gonna take the first strike, lethal damage. Second strike, non-lethal damage.
Okay.
First strike is a 12 plus 6. Second strike is a 14 plus 6. So,
Yeah, both hit.
all right. First strike is 5.
Hey,
damage,
what's
second
up,
strike is 8
Sandwich? Is Chan your duo partner? Welcome to the stream. All right, how much damage did you say on the first?
5
Okay.
and 8. 7. Yeah.
Okay. All right. He is still standing up, so it is Joel's turn.
I'm gonna do something little. I want to do non-lethal damage, but I want to smack him in the kneecap with my mace.
Okay. Go ahead.
All right, let me take a look here.
Yes, I would like to slightly smack him in the kneecap with my mace.
Well, yeah, I want to kneecap him. I want to take him down so that we can hold him up and get information. 1d20.
I mean, even though I'm lost, I'm still outside waiting, so I think we're good.
That's 10, so that probably doesn't hit.
No, it doesn't. So it is Kalik's turn, and
Okay.
it sounded like you guys got louder. Did I accidentally turn up my headset, or did they all get extremely
No,
louder?
we're like no one else got loud. I think it's you.
Okay, cool. I'll just turn my headset down a little bit. All right, go ahead, Kalik.
All right, I'm gonna follow suit with Joel and try to use my staff and bip him in the knee or ankle to try to like have him go down.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, hopefully this one won't suck. Come on. What the heck, dude? Okay, that's a 9.
You do not hit. Maybe you should start using Roll20.
Is your dice rolling when you drop, or is it just literally dropping?
No, it rolled a little bit. It's just sucked.
All right, it is Greg's turn. So he is going to attack Kalik now. Scimitar attack, or it's not scimitar. What does he have? Oh, it is a scimitar.
It's my old man eyes. It's throwing me off.
All right, he definitely hits you. For 4 damage. He swipes at you with the scimitar and gives you a nice little cut. And Toma, how are you finding your way back?
I'm just gonna ask someone where the bakery is.
Okay, yeah, they tell you, so you start to make your way back.
All right, can I roll for stealth again? Because I doubt I'm still in stealth.
Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead.
All right.
Hey, Cole, that 4 damage was that from? Sorry, I misheard that.
16 plus 7. That's 23.
Yeah, you're stealth. Yes, you take 4 damage, Kalik.
Okay.
All right, Void, your turn.
How's he looking now? Worse off?
He
He
is
didn't
worse.
take any damage since last, right?
Not
Yeah.
since you. Yeah, he looks bad, but he's still standing.
I guess I'll just hit him twice with non-lethal damage. That's 10 plus 16, and 10 plus 6, and 16 plus 6.
Yep, both hit.
All right. 8 plus 4, so 12 and 6 for
Yeah.
damage.
So the first one
18.
the first one brings him down, and now
This is about the time. Ha!
he's kind of like kneeling on the ground, coughing up a little blood. What do you guys want?
We want
Uh,
answers.
Answers
Just
to
wanna talk,
what?
buddy.
Well, I guess the first question you could answer for us is where's the council's next meeting location?
I don't know about the cancel, man. I don't know what you're talking about. I've always wanted to be a demon, as you can see, and I'm not.
All right, look.
We
I'm
can
gonna
forward
give
him
you
back.
one chance to tell me the truth, or I'm gonna kill you.
He's like, I don't know what you're talking about, man. And as he says that, you hear a voice in your head, kill him and torture him.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna smack him in the head with my special club.
All right, roll the hit.
Does that one have a particular hit bonus, or is it just gonna be the same as like my mace?
It would be whatever like quarterstaff is. And I think Kalik would know. I think Kalik has a quarterstaff.
You do.
What's the
It
plus to hit?
It's
You can use that as your deck. Like it's a dex weapon too, right?
Oh,
it's 1d6.
That's for the damage, but yeah, it's probably just your
To hit,
dex.
just add your proficiency plus your dex.
yeah, that missed.
Yeah, well, that's probably for the best. So, yeah, the voice in your head just repeats the same thing. Heal him and torture him until he talks.
All right. Well, I don't want to heal him too much, so
Yeah, I don't have any healing stuff, so
I want to do. I guess I'll do cure wounds, which is 1d8 plus 5.
All right, go ahead.
13.
All right, so just by common knowledge, you can assume that he's now at 14 health. And how would you like to torture him?
I'm going to take my staff, and I'm assuming he's got like some kind of cut or opening, some wound.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm just because he's prone, right?
Well, we're in a bakery. Just go in the back and get some salt.
I mean, you can each torture him how you wish.
I'm just gonna take the staff and just slowly start pressing down, and just be like, "Listen here." And wait, no, I don't want to do that. I'm not gonna take away disguise self because I have to cast it again later. So I'm just gonna, as an old man, I'm gonna be like, "Listen here, Buckaroo. You tell us what we want to know, or else this will get incrementally more difficult for you." As I just slowly start pressing down.
How long does this guy's self last?
It lasts. I don't know. That's a good question. I just assumed it lasts until because it's a cantrip, so I can cast
1 hour.
1 hour. All right.
This is probably gonna go out soon, anyways.
Okay.
Yeah, I just assume that you're just doing it every chance you can get because you've just been the old man for so long.
Yeah.
So he starts grimacing, of course. He's not quite talking yet. What are Void and Joel doing?
I'll wait. Let the others go.
I
first.
want to try something here, and I'm gonna pull out a contract, and I'm going to promise him, Greg, my dear friend here. I noticed that you are obsessed with demons and you'd like to be one. If you sign this paper, I can guarantee that you'll become one.
Oh, god damn it. Roll a persuasion. Actually, roll a deception. Yeah, roll deception.
8.
Maybe.
Fucking D20 is failing today.
He doesn't quite believe you. He's like, you can't make me a demon, man. Just
Can
leave me alone.
Can I invoke Meg for a little bit of help? Maybe have Meg like whisper to him.
You can try, yeah. What do you want him to whisper to him?
So I'm gonna whisper to Meg and just be like, hey, can you just kind of like whisper to Greg that I'm not lying to him?
You don't really hear a response, but as Kalik is kind of grinding down more, Greg's like eyes just roll into the back of his head, and he just starts like rocking back and forth.
He
And
went too far.
then they roll back, and he's like kind of a little different. He's like, okay, I'll talk, please, just stop.
All right, I'll just let go.
Okay.
A little bit like still just right there, but I'm just gonna like hover it.
All right. What are you gonna ask him?
Well, we need to know where the council has their next meeting.
Man, they don't tell me that much. I just show up. I just get the message and I go. And all I do, man, I just provide them things. I'm not even that important. Why are you after me?
What do you provide them with?
I'm just like an errand boy. Guys, come on. Like, look at me.
Okay, so I'm not dumb and I know that's bullshit, especially because this particular book right here has stated, oh, look, right here, Greg did such and such. Greg did this. Greg did that. Greg's a fucking liar. So how about Greg tell me the truth, or I'll have my friend come back and whisper in your head again.
I am telling you the truth. They just make me do everything. I have to take the fall for everything, man. They don't want people to know about them, so they put me out there.
You guys buying this?
Yeah.
I guess I'll roll an insight to see.
Yeah,
I'm buying it.
Wait.
Yeah.
Gonna be a 7.
Once they get to this part, Toma, you made it back to the pastry shop. Are you going inside?
Yeah, I guess.
Hey, what do you do when you get inside? You see them questioning him. He's basically on his knees.
Wait, time out. Question. So
I'm gonna laugh at him because he's fucking demon wings on.
Go ahead, EG.
All right. So I guess the history of this guy from like I guess we got a book with knowledge of like this guy was doing things. All we want to do is know when the council is meeting and what.
That's all you asked. I mean, what else
Or
do you want to know?
what was our pre-planning or like party? What was our pre-planning? What did we want to know?
There wasn't any, of course.
Information on the council. And why basically, because we went and talked to Belarius, and Belarius was like, oh yeah, he may or may not be working for the council. And Henry was like, this dude's a fucking asshole. So
all right, what are we trying to gain with the council?
well, I'm going to say that the council is probably what we're looking for here because they have such a hold over this town. There's just something not right with how things are set up.
And we haven't tried the CD Underground yet?
Not yet.
All right.
He
signed your paper, so he has no way of denying any information to you, though.
Greg hasn't signed it yet, no.
Oh, no. I thought he did.
Not yet. What other questions are you asking him?
Can I? All right. I wanna. So I walked. So Void walked away. As they started their interrogation thing. So I want to walk back up, but as I walk back up, I want to take like slow steps, and each step I want to use thaumaturgy to cause like a sensory tremor throughout the ground.
That's so cool. Oh my god.
Okay.
And then so it's gonna be like, and it's just sensory, so it's not like anything shaking or anything, but he can hear my footsteps like pounding.
Yeah.
And then when I get to him, I want to crouch down and use thaumaturgy again and kind of make my eyes flicker like fire. And hold on, I didn't think this far.
If you're trying to intimidate him, he's already talking. You just have to ask him questions.
I just want to get my presence up. Like, so like I have, so like my tail kind of curls around behind me. I'm slightly devilish myself, demonish myself.
Okay.
My eyes burn kind of brightly, and I want to go down and I want to say, Greg, are you sure this is everything you're telling us? Are you sure there's nothing more? And I kind of just want to kind of like caress his face a little bit, kind of like in like a, I guess, a friendly, loving way. Like, are you sure there's nothing else you can tell us? Is this everything?
Man, I'm telling the truth. What else do you guys want to know?
All right. Then I guess if we have no other questions, I want to say, then I will give you a job, and maybe in return I will and I want to have my eyes still flickering with like fire, and I say, maybe I can indulge you in your the demonology that you ever so love so much.
Oh, wait. You guys don't know already?
What do you mean?
I thought you knew. The council is all demons.
Huh. Well, there you have it.
It's good to know.
You did know more.
Well,
I'm gonna smack him across the face.
I told you guys I'm telling you everything.
You did not say that before.
You didn't ask. I thought you knew.
I asked you if you told us everything.
You want me to lay out a whole story or what?
So Belarius,
Slap him again.
Belarius
told us basically that like the council runs off of decrees with a special seal that are just sent out to the different districts. How are we? Where is the where do the decrees come from, and how can we gain access?
Are you asking Greg or are you just...
Yeah.
Okay. Greg says, that's my job. I just go and I basically deliver their messages, man.
Okay,
Like,
where
I'm
can
just
we
an
pick
errand
up
boy,
those
I'm
messages,
telling you.
dipshit?
Wait. Do we want to get so tied up involved right now? If it's a council full of demons, this may be something we cannot handle at this time. Exactly, unless if they were a council of imps, then I do not. I think this might be slightly dangerous.
Boyd, I understand your concern, but Meg wants us here, and he wants us, to be returning these guys. So I'm pretty sure this is what Meg wants us to be.
Wait, does Meg want us here, or we
Yes.
came here because of the information of the papers, though?
Yeah, that Meg.
But
told
Meg wants us to kill. Yeah, Meg wants us to kill the fucker.
The fucker, not all of the fuckers.
Well, those
right?
guys too. Yeah.
Yeah.
We only have to kill one.
So just because he says the council is all demons, it doesn't mean that it's not one demon masquerading as multiple. It could very easily be a legion situation where this guy has just split himself off into multiple.
Okay. I believe possibly we should have this individual reporting all of his information to us. Let him
sign the
let him
contract or he
perform
dies.
his yes, also let them sign the contract. Let him perform his duties normal, and let us also do more investigating in other parts of the city.
So
Well, put it in the terms of service that if he tries to speak about you guys,
he's not signing the contract. That already failed.
Oh.
So to answer,
that doesn't mean we can't come up with another contract
possibly
that would bind him to service.
But to answer your question that you asked him before, he just says, they all come to me by magic. Like, this council is not to be fucked with, guys. I don't think you understand. It's not just one demon. They're all demons. And I only sort of know about one of them. And from what I've heard, he can turn into some crazy fucking dog demon thing. And then he's like, I think I've heard his name. It's all the only information I know but I think his name is Balg. And then as soon as he like mentions the name, Meg in all your voices is like, oh yeah, that one. And then he burns an image of Balg into your guys' mind.
Holy sh!
I can take him.
And then Greg keeps talking, and he's like, I promise, I don't know any other information on the others, but the council is made up of at least 4 or 5. I'm sorry, but you guys cannot stand against them.
Okay.
What did I say?
I'm gonna ask Meg something. So Meg, you want us to kill this guy, right?
Yeah, that's the plan, but I don't know if you guys are ready for this one yet.
Okay. Then give us a new one.
Oh, young one, if it were only that easy.
It is. You're literally God.
And
Satan.
then in your guys' heads, all of yours, he just says, there has to be someone that's lower on the totem pole in this council. We just need to figure out more information, but they've blinded me to what they're doing in this city.
See, I believe we should gather more information. I do not think we should just rush into this council.
Hey Meg, if you like gave us cool weapons and stuff, I'm sure we could take him.
Meg, thank you for your help. It has been a pleasure. I hope you have a very good whatever time it is where you are.
Greg,
Yeah?
how are they dampening the magic in this town?
What do you mean?
How are they monitoring who's casting spells?
Oh, yeah. The council probably did that, right? You guys just laugh, and he's like, I don't know, but if you cast magic anywhere on the streets, alarms go off, and the council is probably notified, man, and like
I go outside and immediately light
probably-
my scimitar.
All right, well, Toma is running out, and what did the rest of you guys do?
Oh man.
I guess I wasn't quick enough. I'm just gonna stand there and watch.
So Toma runs out and lights her scimitar, and a bunch of people around just like kind of like scurry off and just look really weirdly at Toma, and nothing happens.
Serious? No magic alarms.
Your scimitar isn't magic.
Then what is it?
Well, the scimitar is like a source. It's like magic itself, but it's not. You're not casting a spell.
Yeah,
You're not
but you would
sitting
think
there-
that magic items weren't allowed in the town either.
No one ever said that.
You did.
No, I didn't.
Did he not?
He said only when
You
you
didn't say that.
cast.
All right, guys. Well, we need to plan this out. If he only knows of this one particular demon, I think we've got all of the useful information we can give for him.
I
Kill him.
believe we should keep our ties with this individual. And
No,
we
but if
should-
we kill him, then the demons surely will know.
yes, if we kill him, then the demons will be missing their messenger boy. I
Yes,
believe
so we should kill him.
So we let him go so he can go back and tell them that we're here looking for them.
Hold on.
Yeah,
As,
kill him.
Hey,
as
Hey, Tyler.
listen, he
I'm going to take the staff, put it right by his throat, and I'm not going to do the old man voice. I'm just going to be like, if you tell anyone about us, I will find you, and I will make your life a living hell before
I mean,
I make you die slowly. Not my-
I think the demons are a
Okay.
little stronger than you, so I think he'll tell the demons.
Processing things one by one. Toma, your scimitar is from Megaplex, as you guys call him.
I thought it was Megatron.
No, it's Megaplex. It's Satan, but you guys don't call him Satan. Anyways, so it has its own type of properties that you don't quite understand, but it is not considered casting a spell. Because if it was casting a spell, then you would have to use a spell slot or a turn,
You guys are
hypothetically.
so lucky I don't have spells. That's all I'm gonna say.
but it's
If you
yeah.
weren't a boring human, you could.
Anyways,
I could go spell slinger or whatever, the arcane trickster. That's fine.
Kalik, roll intimidation.
19.
All right, you 19 total or 19 plus something.
No, it was 12 plus 7.
Okay, cool. So he is pretty intimidated, and with you guys there, and whatever the heck happened in his brain that he can't quite understand. Also, the fact that the council does not respect him. They haven't made him a demon or given him anything cool. For the foreseeable future, he seems to be more on your guys' side and intimidated by you, and basically you have him under your hand.
All
Excellent.
right. So
Ooh,
good cop, bad
we could
cop.
take him to give us a tour
As
of the
as
school.
as I acknowledge, as I see that he's done that, I change my voice back to the old man. It's like, very good, laddie. And I just like lean forward. I just tap him in the face. Just give him.
All right, so I'm gonna play good cop part of this, and as he leaves off of him, I'm gonna help him up, and I'm gonna dust him off a little bit and whatnot. I'm gonna say, so it seems that we are at an agreement now. I want to apologize. You know, we were probably a little too rough. I personally want to apologize for stabbing you so many times. I'm sorry about the wing. I hope your wing will grow back. It seems that you have not actually done anything personally terrible to us. So if we see you in the future, personally, I have no reason to want to kill you. And I like that. So I think we can possibly go on in the future being acquaintances. What do you say? And I keep dusting like dirt off of him and blood and whatnot.
Yeah, whatever, man. Just what do you guys want from me?
What I want is updates. I want you, whenever you are told to give an information of the council, whenever you have to deliver something for the council, I want to know. I want to be able to find you, and I want you to give me all of the information you can of that moment. It has to be discreet. It has to be descriptive, and all will be well in the world.
Okay, whatever, but like how do I contact you guys?
By signing this
You-
contract.
You can sign a contract, yes. It will help us to engage in multiple different ways.
How is that gonna help me communicate?
It's magic.
Don't worry about it. You sign the contract and we'll be able to communicate.
I mean, did you guys work up a new contract already? Because he didn't want to sign the first one.
I was writing it in the background.
Oh yeah,
Can we do a nice little sleight of hand and be like, this is a different contract?
yeah, you can try that. I would assume that Toma would do the sleight of hand, being the one who's probably
Yeah.
most successful.
Well, he hasn't seen me either, so I'm gonna kind of like sit him up, like caress his head a little bit, and then show him the contract. I'm like, here, man. I'm sorry what they did to you. Just sign it.
Roll your sleight of hand.
Wouldn't is that what I would roll? Sleight of hand?
Yeah, it should be an actual ability.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like it's gonna be a combination of you like caressing him and like slipping. the
13
documents
plus
in front of
7.
him.
Yeah,
God.
20.
All right, you fucking guys. I guess you are successful. You have 11 people signed, and one is Greg. But in all reality, how are you guys gonna hear from him?
So he
Well-
gets a coin. Like all people who sign the contract, they get the coin with Nurgle's head on it, and he can communicate that way. So if he needs to communicate with me, he just needs to go to an area where nobody is around and basically just talk to the coin, and I will hear it from my coin as well.
Okay. All right. Well, Greg is going to continue on what he does, which is basically just walk around waiting for orders and eating pastries. So he, since everyone's hiding in the back or out of the shop, he gets up and he walks over and he grabs the pastries that he wants back out, and he's like, "Can I go now, guys?"
Yeah, be off. Just,
Hold on.
yes, Grandpa.
We need to pay for those pastries.
Damn it.
Why doesn't he just pick up the ones he dropped?
Don't worry. I will take care of it.
The ones
take
the ones that he dropped are like trampled and covered in blood.
Take the pastries and go.
I actually, while he's taking it, I want to grab a couple pastries too.
Okay, so you guys are in the shop, and you are
Actually, just to kind of cover our asses here, I'm gonna walk up to the counter and yell for the manager. So I'm gonna be like, Amanda.
yeah they're in the back like whimpering.
I'm like, get out here.
So Amanda and the teenage boy walk out, and she's like, yes.
I drop 10 coins on the counter and just say you saw nothing and leave.
All right.
Alright,
So
I also
I think it's gonna need a little more than 10.
no.
10 gold is pretty good.
Really.
Yeah.
I'm also gonna
I'm gonna walk
drop.
up, like, oh, now with, I never uncasted, but now with the voice, the full effect. Here you go, Dee Dee, and I'll put 2 gold coins on it.
Cool. So the
And,
10 gold, I assume we are taking out of the 20 that you earned overnight, or do you have 10 gold
No, we
on
have
you
personal
separate?
gold.
I have
Yeah.
like 80 gold, so just take it out of my gold.
Okay.
Where did you get 80
What?
gold
I've
from?
been stockpiling.
Have you just been adding it from your MLM, or where have you been
Well,
getting
yeah,
it
it's
from?
come from my MLM and I haven't spent any, so it's just built up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's
Alright.
you guys have a decent amount of gold from things you found going through everything.
I'm assuming they're blacksmiths, right?
Yeah, there's basically everything in this town unless you're looking for like fucking something insane.
Do you guys want to go shopping and then have the magic people enchant it?
Enchanting things takes months to years for
Does
most
it?
good enchantments.
And they don't cast magic, remember?
And they
Oh.
don't
I
cast
think our
magic.
next. Well, I mean, Valerius probably would for us if we asked him nicely, but
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I think our next destination should probably be the criminal area, the like black market area. So we might want to try and find out information on where we can find that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You
Well,
guys,
he already gave us. It's on our map.
yeah, it's over.
You just go there.
It's the the ugly green circle. So Greg runs off. He's gonna go do his thing. You guys will hear from him whenever he gets a message from the council.
So we're going to the black market.
Yeah, I said we go to the black market.
Yep.
All
Sounds good.
right. By this time, it's like 5-ish. Are you guys going to the market and then heading in for the night, or do you have any other
Black
plans?
market, then good night. I guess would be smart.
Yeah, it's only 5. Come on now.
Okay. All right. Well, that's gonna end today's episode.
All right.
And
Alright,
next
sounds
time
good.
on Dragon Ball Z.
Didn't take a single point of damage.
Good job. Yeah. This
I only broke my nose.
And delinquents.
This episode was actually like a history and like learning heavy one, and that's how I wrote it. And you guys basically did everything perfect, so thanks for that.
Yeah, I know. You don't have to tell me. I'm like perfect in everything.
Did we
know?
get any experience?
Yeah, you
All we did was beat the shit out of Greg. I don't know.
Hey, we did a lot of stuff. We won a lot of checks and stuff. All right.
Yeah, you get experience for more than just fighting.
Yeah.
You get 1,000 experience, so you should be at 5,700.
Yeah.
Is that enough to level up or no?
No.
Okay, just let me know when we have to level up,
Oh,
then I'll
shit, I
start
messed
counting.
How do we add XP on D&D Beyond? Because I don't know how to do that.
I think it's in the.
What you can do is you can go to manage your character or
Hmm.
edit character and go to the first page and go to XP.
Oh, you have to. Yeah.
Wait, what's our XP value? 5,700?
Yeah, so you're not level 5 yet.
No. I gotta clear my experience because I made a mistake. I made an oopsie when adding it.
All right,
Today
so
was good.
You learned a lot in the school. You went and interrogated Greg, who is not a demon, but was posing as a demon. Learned where the criminal area is and that the council is full of demons. And I believe I did tell you that there are 4 demons other than Greg. So there are 4 demons
Who
that make
named
up the
these
council.
demons?
Greg's not a demon, so
No, but oh wait, I'm stupid as hell. Never mind. I was
Greg.
gonna say, who names a demon Meg or Greg?
Well,
He's like a
Meg.
demon in
Took me a
training.
second.
Meg is
Yeah.
not Meg's
I
real
know.
name. So in a lot of like demon stuff and devils and stuff like that, you actually don't know their real name.
Because if you say it, they die or whatever, right?
You gain
No.
power-ish over them, stuff like
Yeah,
that.
if you can find out a demon's real name, then you have control over that demon. You have domain.
So
I just
that's
remember reading it in a fucking book one time.
why some demons go by Steve. That's why one of them you call Meg. Things like that.
Dude, I'm gonna find Meg's real name and beat the shit out of him.
I don't think
And I'm
that's
gonna make him give me that second scimitar, dude.
I
It's
don't.
alright. Once we're level 20, we can maybe stand a chance.
Yeah, that's
Maybe.
that's a
When and
pretty
if.
tall order. And let's see here. You guys know where the pub is. You guys can go back there and get another night room when you need. You haven't found out much else about the town yet, but you do have a map, so I guess you know basically where everything in the town is. You got some
We
books.
can check out the government building tomorrow. I know it's nothing
That's true.
that we really need, but we can check it out.
There is a government building.
We could ask more about the history of the town and stuff.
Yep. For the books, I'll get back to you on some stuff you learned from the books. It's gonna take you a little bit to be studying them anyways. You did learn about demon strengths because they don't have weaknesses. In the traditional sense, they at least don't have weaknesses. All right, so does the chat have any questions or anything? Hope you guys all enjoyed this episode. Like I said, it was more like history and learning based, going through all that stuff, learning more about the town, learning what they're up against. But while we're doing that, if you guys want to start your sign-offs, we'll go left to right from my view as usual. So Chan, anything you want to say? Mention your character again, go ahead.
I just want to say I've just realized the implications of role-playing a 15-year-old girl having a crush. So I'm not sure if I will continue to do that because that's fucking weird. But I probably will. So look forward to that next week.
Oh, we can put a curse on you and just make you older.
There you go.
I don't know. Maybe Greg likes his girls young.
Just
Oh no.
just enhance puberty.
TOS.
Yeah, it's part of the enhanceability tree. You have bear's endurance, cat's grape, and enhanced puberty.
All right, EG.
Okay, but that's it. Yeah.
Go ahead, EG.
Hey, I'm EG Critical. Void Nefarious is the name. I don't like streaming, but follow me anyway. Catch you all next time.
You have been streaming more, so you're actually a streamer now.
It's a quarter time streamer, not
Hi,
even
streamer.
part time.
All right, go ahead, Mars. You're up.
What's up, everybody? My name is Galactic Mars. My channel is Galactic Hectric. I'm playing a half-elf warlock. His name's Kalik. I stream pretty regularly on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And yeah. That's me.
Thank you, good sir. All right. Last but not least, good old Fail Prime.
No, I'm Fail. I'm on a bit of a stream hiatus right now. I'm playing Joel Olmstein, the cleric. He's got issues, and I'll just leave it at that.
I think everyone but Void has their issues, is what I'm gonna say on that one.
Nah, he's got
He's
deep
got his
rooted issues.
issues.
Yeah,
They're-
deep down
No one-
inside.
we just haven't talked yet.
They're just not like up on the surface.
Yeah, they're not, being a psychopath, being a crazy little girl,
Yeah.
being an old man. Like they're just more deep,
All right. Thank you guys for playing. Everyone good for next Saturday? I think I'm good for